Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 35th episode of the Sons of Kojima podcast. We are so glad that you are here with us tonight, and I guess it would be appropriate if we introduced the panel, the distinguished, the illustrious, the ensemble, as Blake would put it. First of all, we're being joined by two very special guests. First of all, Miss Alice is here.
Hi. Thank you for having me.
Excellent. We also have the Doctor of Fizz himself, Mr. Carson Royce.
How's it going?
We have let's think of an adjective that starts with B. How about the bubbly Blake?
What's going on? What's up?
Beautiful. We also have the illustrious Lester.
What's going on, guys?
Outstanding. We have the promiscuous Pascal.
Hey guys, what's going on?
We have the nomadic 510.
What's going on, guys?
Fantastic. Not to mention Mr. Che is here.
Hey, you know what it is. What's up?
Mr. Miles.
What's up?
Mr. Evil AJ 2010.
It's been a while, folks.
Been a while, yes indeed. And of course, the lunar lunatic, Mr. Moonman.
How's it going, guys?
So, normally, around this time, we like to do a charity plug. Now, of course, you guys might be aware that we have succeeded in the $10,000 goal. And we're just essentially, 12 days out. We've still got time to add more if people so choose, but we're very satisfied. Obviously, we're impressed, we're shocked, we're amazed, we can't believe it. So instead of doing a charity plug, we have a special guest for you guys here tonight. We'll connect with her in just a second, but we have somebody from Charity Water to actually explain the water crisis, talk about things that it's going to talk about things to address the water crisis and all that kind of stuff. So let us connect with Miss Nina, and she can tell us more about it.
Hello?
Hello, Nina.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, how's it going?
Great.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, this is Miss Nina Nirema, and she is the Community Fundraising Manager with Charity Water. So Nina, right off the top, just tell us a little bit how you got involved in Charity Water and sort of what attracted you to it.
Yeah, so I am originally from Burundi, which is in Central East Africa, and my parents grew up there, and my mom did not have access to clean water for a long time as she was growing up, and when her community finally got access to clean water when she was about 11 or 12, she could dedicate more time to school, which ended up she eventually got her Fulbright scholarship here in the U.S.,
Oh, wow.
So that says a lot. And so it's always been an issue that's top of mind. And what attracted me to Charity Water was, of course, this was a cause that was very near and dear to me. But Charity Water is unique in how they think about charity. It really is an organization striving to kind of redefine charity and how we all think about it. And the technology part of it too, being able to prove all the pictures and GPS coordinates was, something really cool.
That's awesome. So that's awesome to hear that it means much more to you. And it's something where when you're genuinely passionate about something, you can commit more of yourself to it,
Exactly. And the team here, everyone is so committed to this cause and this mission. And it's great to work with people that are so excited about, changing the world in this way.
That's awesome. Now, you talk about the team. Tell us about a normal day with the team. What's the environment there? What's the atmosphere like with you guys at the team there?
Yeah, we have a really great team, and the culture is amazing. We kind of act like a startup in a way. The energy is, really exciting, and everyone's working really, really hard. And my day is filled with emails and calls to people fundraising like yourselves and interacting with different members of the team to create, water programs is working hard to make sure all the funds that we're raising is used correctly and responsibly and effectively. And then we have our fundraisers on one side who are dealing with major donors. My team is dealing with, the online community, the people fundraising online. And we have product, working on our website and the fundraising platform. It's a really exciting culture.
That's awesome. When we were doing research on these different organizations that we wanted to try to partner with and do something like this, we were looking at different things like the transparency and all that stuff where you guys excel at, but also just what you said, there's like a general, like a genuine excitement, there's a passion to it.
Yeah.
And throughout the thing, you were the person that I spoke with a few times about the campaign getting extended and stuff like that. So it was awesome to have somebody directly with the company that kind of talked with me about it and gave us an update on how everything was going.
Well, that's great. I'm really glad to hear that.
So for somebody that might be new to this, for somebody that might not know anything about it, let's kind of start small and let's sort of sum up the water crisis in general. What would you tell somebody who's asking you maybe for the first time or maybe that doesn't know anything about it to get them a little bit into how this is such a big issue nowadays?
Yeah, so I'm going to come at you with a crazy number, but it's real. 748 million people in the world don't have access to clean and safe drinking water. And these people are drinking disease-filled water, and many of them are walking miles and miles to get it. And when they're walking, it can take up to 5 hours for some people to get access to this water, which, of course, it's terrible to be drinking unclean water. It leads to diseases. But this time away from caring for your family, earning income, children learning at school, it really decreases all the opportunities for people. Water is life, and when you don't have access to it, it really strains, your life. And so clean water is so important because it not only improves your health, but it can decrease medical expenses, increase gender equality within the community. It gives children more time in school, gives women the opportunity to grow food or earn income. It really is that catalyst to open up a variety of opportunities for people. And here at Charity Water, we've funded over 16,000 water projects in 24 countries, which is great, and we want to keep building that. And we've brought clean water to 5.2 million people so far, which is fantastic, but it's just a dent in this huge number of 748 million.
Well, that's incredible because doing a little bit of research on the company, I've seen that you guys have only been around since 2006, so that's incredible progress in such a short amount of time.
Yeah, we have really aggressive goals because we really think that we're part of the solution. We are part of that solution to decrease that number and eventually get it to 0 people, making sure that everyone has access to this basic right of clean and safe drinking water.
That is awesome. And the other thing, too, I noticed that you guys are sort of a smaller team. It's not this gigantic team. I read here that there's about 20 full-time staff members, 10 interns, and then obviously a number of volunteers. That's incredible.
We've grown since then. We're about 75 or so people now, with some people in the field. Our water programs team is always coming in and out. But yeah, we've grown since then, but it's still a really tight-knit atmosphere.
That's awesome. So as far as the actual places that you guys are helping out, I see Ethiopia, Rwanda, Malawi. Any other places in particular that you guys have either went to recently or have plans to go to in the future?
Yeah, so we worked in Sub-Saharan Africa, Southeast Asia, and Latin America. And our most recently completed projects are in Ethiopia, Rwanda, Cambodia, and Nepal. And we've worked in Uganda, Tanzania, a variety of places, but our most recent completed projects are in Rwanda, Ethiopia, Cambodia, and Nepal.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. We had a question here in the stream chat about any sort of plans for the Philippines.
We do not have any plans for the Philippines at the moment. We have really amazing local partners that we work with. Once we raise the funds, they come up with grants and we fulfill them. And we kind of have a great portfolio right now, so we're sticking to that. But if any local partners want to, engage with us, we have a partnership form on our website. But for now, we're sticking with our local partners and working in the countries we are currently in.
Awesome. Moving on to, in general, you guys do things like drilling wells and give water purification tools. Tell us a little bit more about what you guys actually do when you finally do touch the ground there and the funding does actually make it to these places.
Yeah, so we work with local partners who come up with grants of different water solutions, which range depending on the geography, how rural that place is, the type of community. We find in Southeast Asia, the problem isn't finding the water, but more purifying it. So we see a lot of those solutions tend to be, different types of filtration systems. And then in sub-Saharan Africa, where, it's more like walking to get water, it's drilling wells, hand-dug wells, pipe systems. We have such a range, but it really depends on the partner that we have and the geography, the location of the community.
That's awesome. When we hear about drilling wells and stuff like that, you sort of think about it in a big picture, but like you said, it's more about finding these contaminated sources and actually purifying them instead of just producing water out of thin air like some people might think, or driving a giant truck with 100 gallons of water or something like that.
Yeah, no, it's a range, and in sub-Saharan Africa, we tend to do the drilled or hand-dug wells because a lot of it's like there's just no clean water nearby. But we see our partners using so many creative, innovative solutions to bring clean water to people. It's not just like, the classic bringing tons of water to a place. It's really being creative and strategic about how you do so.
Awesome. Now, how do you guys actually decide which areas you guys are going to be partnered with?
Yeah, so we tend to do more rural places just because those places are, not a lot of people go there. So we kind of work through our partners, and they come to us with different proposals of, this country, we look at the need there, how many people are going to be affected, and our water programs team works with them to figure out which would be the best fit for us. And a lot of it's also, how sustainable it is. Can we get that proof that we can share with our community? So there are a lot of factors that go into it.
That's awesome. Let's see here. Let me see if I have any other questions. Guys, do you guys have any other questions in addition to what we already talked about?
Not so much, but I just wanted to add, it's amazing what you guys are doing. Like, in America, water is so instant to us, and it's hard to imagine people walking so far just for water in general, not even purified or clean water. So what you guys are doing is really amazing. I just wanted to add that to it.
Oh, that's so great. And we're so excited to have you guys join us on this mission. You guys are going to be funding an entire community, which is really exciting. And it was great that, we had to extend your campaign, and, we didn't ask anyone to continue to fundraise. And we were so inspired and happy to see that you guys, saw that the date was extended and really pulled together to double what you had raised. And now a whole entire community will be getting clean water, which is super exciting. And though we don't know where exactly it's going yet, that those talks are coming in now, and in like 1 to 3 months, you'll get an email from us. All of you, everyone that donated, will get an email saying where it's going to be. But I do know that it's going to be either in Ethiopia or in Uganda.
Awesome.
That's cool.
Those are two very well-known places that are affected by this. So that's really awesome to know. And that's actually, thank you for giving us an update so quickly, because our campaign's not even over yet. So
yeah, I know you guys got a few more days.
That's awesome. To be honest with you, we were kind of surprised that we were able to raise that much with this community, just because, we've only been doing this podcast for less than a year now. We've been involved in our community for a little bit over a year and a half, maybe closer to 2 years. We thought that we had a campaign like this, I think a little bit more than a year ago, where they raised, I think about $1,000, and we wanted to try to raise the bar a little bit. And we did it with different challenges. We sort of went to the community. We said, all right, what do you want us to sort of endure, put ourselves through, watching terrible things, playing terrible games, eating ghost peppers, all that kind of stuff. So it's something where we got like the whole community involved, and everybody just got excited about it. sort of like, all right, well, you know what? I'll give another $10 because I want to see this happen, that kind of thing.
That's awesome.
So it might have been a little bit unique in that way, but we were surprised ourselves, and when our charity did get extended, we saw it as, at first we were like, oh no, we had the 100%, we felt great about it. We couldn't, maybe people would be hesitant to want to continue on with this, but then we saw it as, all right, let's continue on with the challenges, let's raise the stakes, let's make this even more of something that we're all going to get together on. And lo and behold, it's not even the end of the campaign and we were able to get more than 100% at this point.
Yeah, it's really, and there were so many donations, over 230 donations, which is really cool.
And, one of the things that surprised us, people that we've never met before, sort of people that were new to our show, people that were new to things that we were doing on social media. We've got a little bit of background noise.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. We just moved into a new office, and so there's still some building going on.
I gotcha. Okay, sorry about that. But we were just sort of surprised by how many people came together on this, and it sort of let us know how deep and strong our community actually was doing something like this together.
Yeah, it's so cool. I'm so happy and excited that you guys were able to do it. It's so cool.
Now, Alice, you said you had a question?
Yes. Well, I just wanted to start off by saying that what you do is just it's awesome. It really is. And I was just curious on how many wells or projects have you guys built or completed?
Yeah, so we've completed 16,000 projects, and I don't know the well number, but the water solutions have been varied, just from latrines to drilled wells to filtration systems, but it's helped 5.2 million people.
Oh wow, that's quite amazing. Really is.
Yeah. It's crazy, but we know we have so much more to go. We really want to make sure that there's going to be a day in the near future where everyone has access to clean water.
Yeah. Thank you very much for answering the question.
Of course.
What is the most common remedy that you guys are doing? What's the most common thing that you guys actually do? Is it the drilling of wells?
That is something that's most popular in sub-Saharan Africa, and in Southeast Asia you see that we do a lot more like filtration systems.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I have a few more notes here. So you mentioned the women and children being, tasked with finding water. Is that more of a cultural thing, or is this just out of necessity based on, the demands of the workforce and stuff like that?
Yeah, it's definitely a cultural thing. I can't speak to all of the communities, but it tends to be a cultural thing with men being out in the workforce and women and children, but it does take away from the women's ability to be able to earn an income as well, and the children's ability to go to school.
Yeah, you think about it and you think that, in a lot of modernized societies, we're going for equality, and sometimes just the lack of natural resources can lead to a sort of inequality. Have you seen in general, and I think you touched on this, but just to flesh this out a little bit more, have you seen in general that when you're actually able to access clean water, that you do see a greater push towards equality?
Absolutely, and we have so many stories that our team brings back from the field where, they see women being able to have booming businesses, and we don't have exact numbers on it because it's something that we can't totally attribute to water being built. There's so many factors that go into it, but you see women being able to have businesses. There's a story about a woman who was able to have a braiding kind of salon and was able to earn income from that, or building gardens that they can then sell the produce from. And one of my favorite stories is about a woman named Helen from Uganda, and one of our water project officers was out in the field collecting stories and collecting anecdotes, and the woman Helen ran to her with so much joy, singing and saying, she used to wake up at 5 a.m., walk almost 2 miles to fill up 2 jerry cans. And when you fill, they're about 5 gallons, and when you fill them up, they are so heavy. And so but that would be what she had for the day. And she would have to ration out, okay, I have to clean my children's clothes, I have to clean the floors, I have to cook, I have to drink water, and she would never have enough left to bathe herself. And so she was, that was just what she was used to. And when clean water was brought to her community, she was able to finally bathe herself, and she felt so beautiful, and we were able to restore dignity for her and bring her beauty. And that's something that you can't really measure. You can't, it's not very quantitative, but to have that, there's so much more than just the aspect of clean water. Like, you can bring so much to a community, to an individual.
I think that a lot of people just do see it as simply, okay, we're going to bring water. But like you said, it has so many different, sorry about that. It has so many different unintended consequences, or not consequences, but it has so many different side benefits to it that, we talk about the water being the building block of life. We talk about all these different things, but when people are actually able to access it for the first time reliably, they can do so many other things. There's so many different side consequences that you get from that, and I think that's one of the most important things. Like you said, it's hard to measure.
It's hard to measure, but it's really incredible, and I think that's one of the reasons that clean water, is so important to me. Is like it's so much comes from it, so much opportunity comes from it.
That's awesome. So I think that we're going to look at the stream chat for a couple questions while we try to get some more. I covered everything in my notes. Is there anything just off the top of your head that maybe would be good to cover for somebody, again, that might be new to this situation, maybe a new listener that wasn't here for a couple things? What would be important to get across to somebody that's new to this?
I would say we've talked about most of it. Clean water is life, and I think it's something that we sometimes take for granted here in the States, but so much can come from it besides the ability to drink and be healthy, but all aspects of it. And if you guys have questions, I'm happy to answer them, but I think we've covered a lot of the important reasons why clean water is vital.
I've got one here from the stream chat. What else can we do to help people in the future?
After clean water is solved, or what do you mean?
I think just generally with this specific cause, or maybe some other issues that may be related, that may be in the scope of, all right, we need to find different things that are very important, very vital to people's lives that we might not know about here in, the United States or something like that.
I think, of course, with clean water, if any of you ever want to give up your birthdays, I'm happy to help with a campaign there. And, just keeping it at top of mind, sharing it with your friends and family. I think it's a cause that's just really spans the scope of a person's, livelihood. And another cause that's, close to home for me is education. Because once people have that opportunity to, have the time to go to school, you want to make sure they're really getting the best of it and being able to move on and have even more opportunities from there.
All right. And I think we've got one last stream chat question here. Are there things that people... that scrolled a little fast. What are your hopes in terms of expanding Charity Water?
Expanding the team or expanding the breadth of our work?
I would think that it would be just in general if you could do... How about either? How about both? Expanding the team and also the scope of the projects.
Yeah, I think we eventually see one day everyone in the world having access to clean water. And so if that means, getting more fundraisers or getting more water programs officers or whatever it is, we're ready and willing to do it. I think as we grow, we just want to, affect more and more people so that we see that vision. I think at the end is everyone has access to clean and safe drinking water.
And I think I lied. We've got one more. This is actually a really good one. I like this one a lot. Are there any emerging technologies for purifying and attaining water?
Oh, that's a really great question. I'm not the most well equipped to answer this, but we just we're just in the middle of doing a grant with Google where we are building water project sensors so that it helps the ability for us to check whether these, so it's one thing to build it, but it's another thing to sustain it, right? So making sure that all these projects, we have the right people fixing it, local people that are constantly checking on it. So this technology makes it easier. So, from an app that can check, is this well or a filtration tap? Is it broken? Is the water there still running? Is it running the wrong way? So this technology is really cool, and it was great to work with Google on it. And so we're rolling that out slowly to different communities.
That's really awesome to hear. I think that, man, that's going to be huge for you guys.
Yeah, and it's open source so that anyone who is interested or excited about it can also participate and use that technology as well. So I'm really excited to see what comes from it. It's going to be very cool.
Awesome. So you guys have, big things coming. We wish you guys all the best. And obviously, we were so happy to have you here tonight. Yeah. So happy to partner with you guys. So thank you so much for your time, Nina. Where can people find you on social media if they want to keep up with you?
Yeah, so my Twitter handle is Nina Nirema, which is my name. So it's just at Nina Nirema. And my Instagram is nnirema. So any of those, and definitely follow us, our Instagram or our Twitter at Charity Water. We have a ton of cool stuff that we post on there.
Awesome. Well, again, thank you so much for your time here. And I look forward to speaking to you in the future and getting updates on what's going on. And we'll, obviously bring these updates to our audience as soon as we can.
Yeah, I had such a great time chatting with you guys. Thank you again. We are so excited that you guys were able to surpass your goal, and it's going to be exciting. I can't wait for you guys to get all the details.
Well, thank you guys. We couldn't do it without you guys. It's the hard work that you guys do on the ground, so it's the least we can do.
Yeah. I see that someone has a question. They put it in the Skype chat.
Oh, okay. Sorry
want to
about
add
that.
Something?
Sure. Yep. I wasn't looking at that. Dr. Fizz, what you got?
Well, it's not so much as a question. I think for me personally, and what drove me to the water charity and what you guys are doing, which is amazing, by the way, it's the fact that that no matter what you donate, 100% of that proceeds is gonna go to that water project. And I think that it helps us pay attention to that more often when we know that 100% of what we donate is actually going to use instead of I don't know, I think it drives more people to this great charity when they know that all their money is going towards that.
Totally. I can't believe I didn't even mention that. The 100% model is something that it's so exciting that we can use all of that to, we can garner all these donations, and then 100% of it goes straight to the field, so it is as effective as it possibly could be. Your donation is going to the cause that you're donating to, which is really cool.
Alrighty. So are there any other last minute things that we want to add before we move on to the next segment? Alrighty. So again, thank you very much, Nina. We really appreciate your time here tonight. I think that this was very informative for everybody, and it was great to get to know you. It was a great talk.
Oh, great. I'm so glad. Apologies for the noise in the background again. I know that was a little bit frustrating, but I'm so glad I was able to talk to you guys.
Oh, we really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
All right. Have a great night.
Thanks,
guys. Bye.
Alrighty. So that was Nina Nirema from Charity Water. That was something special for us. We wanted to sort of put a voice and a sort of a face behind the organization, and I think that she was the perfect person. She was passionate about the issue. She had actual, personal ties to this cause, and obviously, as you've seen, she's very knowledgeable about it. So that was awesome. So thank you very much to Nina for coming on. We hope that you guys were informed and that you guys better understand why we're passionate about it, and maybe she was able to explain some things that maybe we didn't have the ability to, or maybe just she knew a couple things that, like, for example, like the team, the latest information I saw was a little bit outdated as far as how big their team was. So we hope that you enjoyed that. We're going to switch gears now, and we'll give everyone else a chance to talk.
I'm going to say something. I could not think of a single question that was not answered. She was very well spoken.
Yeah. She was.
Yeah,
she
that's
had all the
exactly what she needed to
topics.
talk
Yeah.
about.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I thought that she would be the perfect person to have on, especially now that the campaign is a success. It's almost like we're doing it in reverse, right? Instead of having her on to begin the charity, we wanted to sort of just let people know in hindsight what we achieved, you know? So I guess that's our approach to always do things backwards, but I think that was a good thing. I'm seeing in the chat people liked it. I'm glad you guys liked it. That's what we were looking for. But all right, so let's switch gears. Let's get into something that I think everybody will have opinions on and everybody will enjoy as well. This is going to be our E3 coverage. So, the first, and we've got a number of viewer submitted topics. I just want to say thank you guys so much for all these topics. I've never seen it get to 3 pages before, so.
What?
That's awesome. We'll try to cover as many of these as we can. I think we'll probably cover these. But all right, so let's start with Bethesda. So Bethesda came out on Sunday, had what many people are saying is either the best or the second best press conference of the entire week. Your guys' thoughts on Bethesda and some of the games that were showcased?
Well, I, for one, kind of have mixed opinions on Doom as of right now. That Warcry or whatever, it looks like TF2 with janky animations, and Dishonored 2 looks great. I like how Emily was like the trailer protagonist. That was pretty cool. And for Fallout 4,
all that gameplay.
Yeah, all that CG gameplay. And Fallout 4 was like the magnum opus of fucking awesome shit at E3 so far, is what I see at least. Anybody else?
Well, just on the topic of Doom, I thought that graphically it's a very impressive game. I think that it's going to be one, for PC that's going to be really, very interesting. Some people were not as happy with the corridor, if you want to call it that, gameplay, where it looked a little bit slow. I thought that possibly this was the first level. So of course you're not gonna hit the ground running in different games, but this might also be something where somebody's new to the Doom series, so they might want to just sort of ease into it, learn the fundamentals, learn the basics. I think that's what that level was about. I could be wrong, of course. Obviously, they didn't say, all right, this is this level, this is this level. But the second level that they showcased was a lot more high-paced, a lot more ridiculous, chaotic. So I think that that's more what you can expect from the game. I don't think that they would go that far from their roots just to make a game that was mainstream. I think that, like I said, that first level that they showed was probably very early on in the game, if not the first level. And I think that the rest of the game is going to be, fast-paced and stuff like that. So I'm interested to check out Doom. I thought that it was a 7.5 when I watched the trailer itself.
I was a little disappointed they stuck with Mars, though. I really wish they went down to Earth because we saw Mars in the last game too. So
yeah, I can feel you on that one.
Mars has always been a mainstay of the series, though. I mean, I understand that wasn't the second game on Earth.
I think so.
Yeah, the first game was on Mars, second game was on Earth, and they went back to Mars. Mars is like one of the main. It's like where everything started out. I don't think this is gonna be a reboot, but I think it's just gonna want to focus. It's just wanted to work on Mars because it's just a lot easier to work with.
Yeah.
I like the environments are a lot better. Like the space station feel more of the city feel anyway.
Yeah, that's true. One thing I didn't like about Doom, though, were the abundance of executions. It seemed like shotgun, execution, shotgun, execution, and it happened over and over again.
That is true.
It feels like bullets don't do as much damage as it did in previous titles, which I don't appreciate as much.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm watching it right now just so I can just talk about what's going on in a little bit more detail because I haven't seen the level gameplay yet. But from what I see, it kind of looks the same. Than like another Doom game, it's just the graphics. It's a different graphics engine.
Yeah.
Well, me personally, I'm just very concerned about Fallout 4. I mean, I know a lot of people are hype about it, they sung its praises, but for me, I'm very iffy on it. That could be the fanboy in me speaking, but I don't like having a voice.
That's exactly what it is, bitch.
I don't. Yeah, it's not. How is it the fanboy? Everyone has different opinions. Deal with it. I don't like the fact that they got a voice character. Fallout and voice main character does not fucking mix. It just doesn't. The dialogue system looks something like from Mass Effect, which means it's going to be dumbed down and it's bullshit. And I feel that they're going to focus too much on the first-person shooting aspect and not enough for the role-playing aspect. I think Fallout 4 is going to be where Fallout slowly stops turning into Fallout and turning into another first-person shooter with some light role-playing elements.
I see where you're coming from, but from what I've seen of the dialogue, it's all based on. It looks the same. It's just like it's a different
It's
setup.
terrible.
You can view the conversations in third person.
I mean,
we
think
don't know.
about it
We don't
like
know what the
this.
game's gonna look like when on the final release.
Oh,
I'm
no,
hoping it
We've
looks
seen
great.
enough. We've seen enough to judge. Don't give me that shit with Fallout.
We don't.
No, we've seen almost 20 minutes of gameplay.
You saw literally 2 minutes of dialogue.
No, we
you
saw almost
from the
20
game.
minutes. Every other game,
Of
right? We
dialogue,
see 5
of in-game
minutes.
dialogue selections.
You saw,
We can shit on it.
dialogue
You saw a lot
with
of
a
the
character
game.
that has like no actual interaction, dude.
Exactly.
You know what you're gonna see though. You fucking interact. One is enough to see what they're gonna do with the interaction. They have this stupid shit where you have 4 fucking buttons, right? It looks like fucking Mass Effect. It's bullshit. And number one, a voice protagonist.
Yes.
Bethesda
hold on.
can't write
What
a
does
story
the voice
for shit.
protagonist have to do with anything? They could have done
terrible.
voice protagonists in Fallout
Hold
New
on.
Vegas if they wanted to.
I didn't like.
It
I don't
wouldn't
like
have, but the
voice,
thing is-
goddamn it,
Go ahead.
Jay. I
No, I was just gonna say.
I was against voice protagonists. There was a script that leaked a few months ago that led to people thinking Fallout 4 might have a potential voice protagonist. I was highly against it. I still kind of am, but I'm probably going to learn to like it. And another thing is the fucking the whole dialogue system. You saw literally 5 minutes of it with a very, very like I don't know how to explain it. Like a very shitty character.
Mhm.
Like it could be a million times better when I actually play the game. It could work out. I get what you're saying. Like this is your initial thoughts, but you never know.
I'm just saying, as a fan of Bethesda, I'm iffy because they can't write a story to save their lives, and their track record proves it, in my opinion. And now that they have a voiced character where they're going to be limited on their options because they have to pay someone to say these lines instead of just writing it and showing it from a perspective of maybe you playing the character, it just equals trouble for me. But I could eat crow on that. I could be 100% wrong. That's just my opinion.
And you would be the person to eat crow, Che.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry I don't sing its praises and shit. I mean, sorry.
No, that of crows. I'm saying that would be the
Fuck
fitting.
crow. I stomped their fucking head in.
Perfect. So, Che, I've got an idea for you. Why don't you work with some developers and try to make a mod to take out all the spoken dialogue so it just shows the written word? Call it the traditionalist mod.
If the dialogue fucking sucks, then it doesn't really help, right?
No matter what. No, it's just a voiced protagonist. Just you do a mod, take it completely out, and just read what they say.
No, but it doesn't. Voiced or no voice, but I'm saying the voice protagonist cripples Bethesda because they have to pay someone to say them fucking words, which means they're limited on what they can say, and they can't write a story to save their lives. That's double fucking negative for them. I'm not saying that that's the only fucking problem that they have. It goes back to the roots of Bethesda not being able to write a story to save their fucking life.
Well, you did say it was a problem, and I'm just saying that could be a solution to a singular problem.
All right, well,
what do you think? Would you? All right, how about this? Would you use that? Yeah, you said it's.
Did I say the problem? Or
no, you said it's a problem, and I said
right.
that's a solution to a problem. One of the problems. So let's put it this way: if there was a mod to take out all of the spoken dialogue and just leave all the written dialogue and choices and all that stuff, would you use it?
I would.
Perfect. There it is.
I would. That doesn't fix the issues though. If it's terrible fucking writing, it's terrible writing. I'm just saying, voice protagonists, it cripples them on being able to express themselves a little bit more, and that's the last thing Bethesda needs.
For Fallout, I'm not really as much worried about the voice protagonist, but the written dialogue, because I know for a fact there's going to be something in the dialogue box that's going to be completely different from what he says, and it's going to mess up the whole game. At one point, I'm sure it's going to happen. Because the dialogue, it doesn't say everything that he's going to say, it just simplifies it. So you could say one thing, it'll mean something completely different, and you'll get killed for it. That's one of the problems I see with it, at least.
Well, we'll see. I could be 100% wrong, but that's just my concerns.
Yeah, I'm having some mixed feelings about that as well.
And this could also be something that's way too early to tell. I mean, I thought they mentioned that this was a demo created specifically for E3, so we don't know if it's going to change or anything like that.
for me, I thought that obviously the game that stole the show was Fallout, but obviously some people have some reservations. Looking at Bethesda, other than that, I don't really remember any other games that they announced. Didn't they announce some sort of like card game or something?
Oh yeah, that Elder Scrolls Hearthstone card game.
Yeah,
thing.
don't care about that.
Yeah.
There was an Elder Scrolls Online trailer, if I'm correct. I think.
Oh yeah, they're
Yeah, but we're trying to talk about good games here.
Ooh.
Damn.
I thought it looked interesting. It's certainly different.
I got something to talk about. It's a good game. Mankind Divided. The fuck is that?
I don't know. I don't remember seeing that. I don't know what that is.
They showed it. If you don't fucking know,
there were so many games during E3. You think I can remember everything?
Deus Ex, Humanity fucking Mankind.
Yeah, Deus Ex. I forgot.
Deus Ex sequel,
I forgot the subtitle to the new Deus Ex. All right.
Yeah, well, you fucking
looks
suck,
great,
man. Listen, it looks fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
I can't wait to fucking play it. That they can have all my money right goddamn now. I just want a goddamn release date.
What racism?
Yeah. You're racist. So, all right. Let's see what else was submitted to us. We've got a lot of these by Garrus. Garrus asks about the Mass Effect. The fuck was that?
Oh God.
The Mass Effect Andromeda trailer. Any thoughts on that? I'm not that up on the Mass Effect series, so I didn't really have any thoughts or opinions on it.
Yeah, same here.
I'm one of the people who did not like 3, so I'm kind of iffy on on the new one. But I'll give it a chance.
I love the Mass Effect series. I'm kind of disappointed though that they showed it 2 years in a row and they didn't show any gameplay. I'm kind of irritated about that.
I mean, at least you know that this game is having a lot of work put into it, at least. Or at least this is what it looks like for now. I mean, if the game ends up being like shit, then I'll be really upset, but...
I do want a remastered collection of the Mass Effect trilogy, though. That's what I do want.
You can get backwards compatibility on Xbox One, and then you can play it like that. There you go.
Well, speaking of Xbox One, we can move on to the Microsoft press conference. Now, Microsoft showed a number of things. Watching it live, I wasn't all that excited. The first thing that we noticed, obviously, was Halo 5, but it's sort of it was. I almost forgot the trailer, and like by the end of the press conference, I had forgotten that we had saw Halo 5. I thought that the gameplay was just same old, wasn't really impressive in any way, and I don't know if the animation style of Halo lends itself to have like these awe-inspiring graphics. So, thoughts on Halo 5?
I am not interested at all.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's kind of the same as Halo 4, really.
I don't know.
Looking at it.
I haven't watched a Microsoft conference. I haven't played a Halo game in like almost 10 years. No judgment.
Perfect.
You give me fucking ODST HD. Give me that. Or not ODST. Fucking Halo Reach. Give me that. Yeah. Give me that.
I would love another
that.
Halo Wars.
Oh man, I would love a new Halo Wars.
The company that made Halo Wars got shut down.
Yeah, exactly. Halo Wars is a fucking fantastic game. That game is
Halo Wars was their last game.
Wasn't that a MOBA?
No.
What was
it? RTS.
It was RTS.
Oh, okay.
All right, moving on. Microsoft also showed. Did they show Was that Cuphead?
Yes, they showed Cuphead.
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of people are excited about Cuphead. I don't know. I don't know if that's an Xbox exclusive or if it'll end up on PC.
Coming to PC.
A number of games are coming out on PC, so the Microsoft press conference was just as much. And they were a little bit sneaky with the way they'd say it. They'd say it's an Xbox exclusive, and then say that also includes PC somehow. They also kept saying that it's just it's coming out for Windows 10. It's like, well, yeah, but it's also like a new game doesn't just come out for Windows 8 or 8.1. You can also play it on 7, Vista, whatever the fuck. So
It's probably going to have some integration, though, since Windows 10 is going to have an integration with Xbox One or whatever.
well, it's going to have DirectX 12, which is going to allow for the system to go into a much less resource-intensive state while games are playing, so that way more of your graphical horsepower can be focused on your gaming experience, Mr. Blake.
I'll tell you what though, that Cuphead game, it looks interesting. I like the shooting shit with like fucking Mickey Mouse characters. That does look interesting.
I like the fucking...
The animation was fantastic.
Yeah, I was going to say that. The fucking art style, animation, everything fucking beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so authentic. Like, it's just amazing.
Anything else from the Microsoft press conference that you guys enjoyed before we move on to one of my personal favorites?
Battletoads HD.
No backwards compatibility, nothing like that.
Yeah.
Nah, because there's not enough right now for it to actually be like noteworthy.
Well, it's going to be just like how the Xbox 360 is backwards compatible with certain Xbox. Well, you can't even call them Xbox One. Xbox
original,
OG Xbox.
But like the thing is, they're trying to get like as much of the library of the Xbox 360 on there as possible. It's also great how on like PlayStation 4 you don't have to pay to get games you already own.
Wait, really? Wow.
Yeah, if you own the game, you just put it in. You put the game in, like the disc, into your Xbox, and it downloads.
Yeah, it has to download something.
Awesome.
Yeah, unlike the stupid PS4 where you have to use the PS Now, whatever the hell that is.
Oh.
I mean, compared to the backwards compatible for the Xbox One, I have to give Microsoft credit for that. It's, oh my god, that is like really good right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like how they implemented that. It took them a while to implement the backwards compatibility.
Yeah, that was my biggest criticism for the Xbox One, and because they're finally doing that, I might consider actually getting a Xbox One now.
Oh shit!
Sure.
Nice.
They actually built an emulator, like an Xbox 360 emulator. They put one together, and they're putting that into the Xbox One.
Yeah, and according to Lupo,
which is kick ass.
According to Lupo, he says that it works just fine. It plays out perfectly.
And that's the thing. If that can work on the Xbox One's hardware, just imagine if that comes to PC, how that would be. Fantastic, I say.
Mm-hmm. Fantastic.
Can't wait for it to leak out. Let's hope for some disgruntled employee to leak out the code for that, and so we can have that for the PC.
Yeah, actually, it works great.
Oh yeah.
The Xbox P60.
Have you tried any games in particular, Alice?
I think Geometry Wars and Mass Effect.
Okay.
Oh wow.
How does the list look so far? Does it look like a long list, or is it sort of shorter?
Well, right now there's 22 games on it upon the date of announcement at E3, but there will be over 100 titles by this fall.
Mm.
And there will be a few hundred, I think, by the middle of 2016. I think there will be a few hundred. Anything
notable in those first 22 games?
Mass Effect, Geometry Wars, not really a lot. Yeah, Viva Pinata. There's really not many good titles by my standard opinion. A lot of them are family games like Viva Pinata and etc. But like I said, Mass Effect's cool, and I think there might be a Rainbow Six game. I'm not sure.
Listen, I just want to say I've put way too many hours into the Viva Pinata games. Like, I'm a man. I shouldn't be playing those games that goddamn much. Like, Viva Pinata is fun as fuck, and if you have never played it, you should probably play one of the games. Like, oh my god, it's so fun.
Now,
Didn't they have like a... Sorry.
Mr. Nomad, you're a Xbox One aficionado. Do you have any thoughts on this?
Yeah, when they announced the backwards compatibility, they mentioned that you're able to live stream with the Twitch app. You're able to like live stream your 360 games through the Twitch app.
That's pretty
cool.
Oh shit.
Yeah, if you don't have a capture card for like the Xbox One, you're able to live stream your 360 games onto the Xbox One with the Twitch app.
That's pretty cool.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That sounds actually pretty good.
I like that idea a lot.
Yeah, it treats the Xbox 360 games like they're native Xbox One games. You could have achievements with them, which is really cool. There's the achievements, there's the streaming, there's the screenshots, the recording, anything you can.
And you're
Anything
able.
you do with the Xbox One game, you can do with the Xbox 360. And I'm sorry, Nomad.
No, it's alright. And you're also able to play multiplayer games on the 360.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Play
fucking
multiplayer games on
finally!
360.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, like you
Fucking,
can play your 360, and the people that are playing on the Xbox One, it can work that way too.
Yep.
Huh. That's cool.
Yeah.
Because I remember on my 360, I had some games that were had Xbox Live compatibility that were for the original Xbox, and they didn't work online. I was kind of pissed off about that.
Yeah, like Halo 2.
Yeah, I'm fucking pissed, man. I wanted to play those games online so bad, I couldn't.
Wow.
So that's awesome. I mean, I'm glad to see the Xbox One owners are getting something to play. You know, it's the ongoing, not a meme at this point, but you know, it's an ongoing thing where people are saying there's not enough content for the Xbox One in comparison, stuff like
Yeah.
that. So it's good. It's good to see that there's
man.
something to play.
When Crackdown rolls out, man, it's over. Oh man, that game is gonna be the tits. If I can see something.
I don't know about that. I remember Crackdown 2.
Oh, yeah.
Crackdown 2 was terrible, but I think for the next
First one.
Crackdown, they learned their lesson because that Crackdown was poorly received, to say the least.
I still enjoy playing it online. That's,
Crackdown 2?
Yeah.
Why? Because you
Crackdown
like
2,
the hover suit?
it was fun, but it was dumb.
It was a fun fuck around game. It wasn't like a really great game, but it's one of those fun games that's fun to fuck around online in, you know?
Nah.
Crackdown 1. Oh, baby. Game was
Yeah.
perfect.
Oh man. Oh fucking amazing.
I
Game
bought
was
that game to play the Halo 3 beta. Ended up playing that game more than I play Halo 3. That's not true, but I'm gonna stick with it.
Oh, I forgot that came with the Halo 3 beta. Or it came with the Halo 3 beta. Damn.
All right, so we've also got, let's see, what else did they announce at Microsoft? All right, so let's move on fast, Microsoft. If anyone else has anything with Microsoft, we'll circle back to it. But the next thing that happened that
Steam
day,
controller.
what's that?
The Steam controller.
Oh.
Like that little like elite controller. They
Oh
announced.
yeah, okay. So
$150.
watching that, I said it's going to be $99.99, and I was being sarcastic. $150 for this motherfucker.
My jaw dropped when I saw the price.
Yo, it is okay. So are you guys familiar with the Razer version? It's like an Xbox controller, has the same sort of like interchangeable parts. It's like modular like that.
I have one. I hate it.
Okay, the Razer one, exactly. It's a carbon copy of the Razer one, but offers no advanced features in comparison. I am definitely not. I don't even know who is this for. Like
Me, I'm gonna buy it. That's who.
just get a Steam controller.
Hardcore Call of Duty players, man.
Well,
Yeah, listen, man, I gotta keep up my KD. Gotta keep up that win ratio.
Yeah.
Actually, the mic jack, you can use your own. It has a standard microphone jack, so you can use whatever fucking microphone or headset you want, not just the Microsoft compatible, the Microsoft brand ones, which I think is
Holy
pretty
shit.
cool. I think they're gonna lower the price eventually, though, down to maybe $80 or $75. I think they're gonna cut it that much eventually.
They're gonna
And I
have
think-
to.
And I think that'd be a good deal, honestly, because some people really hate the textures on the joysticks, and you can get different texture joysticks, you can get different tension joysticks. You can switch out a lot of things, and I actually thought the controller was really cool, but just overpriced.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like I said, at that price, I don't know exactly who it's for. If it were say $80, because I think the Xbox controller flat out is either $50 or $60, the normal one, the Xbox One controller.
60.
So if they did it for $80, $90, even $100, I thought $100 was asking a lot, just in general for what you're just paying for a controller. $150 is just obnoxious, and I think that it's not going to sell very well. I think that whoever's going to buy it at $150 would buy it at $180 or whatever. So that's going to be like a luxury controller,
It's for the it's the aristocratic controller.
Well, I'm gonna have 6,
Of course.
but
I mean, I'll do you. I'm gonna have 7.
it's just, I don't know, for some reason it just seems like there's better alternatives out there. There's SCUF controllers, there's different third-party Razer, all that other stuff, and obviously with the Steam controller coming out, I think that's gonna be a really big seller. So we'll see. I would expect to see it drop to at least 100, if not less, and possibly something at Black Friday. Probably that's probably how they'll introduce this sort of price drop. Be like, oh well, Black Friday, get an Xbox One, get one free, or something like that.
I think it would be bundled with the console.
Yeah. Well, you know what? That would be a good value add. I don't know if people would go out of their way if they're not already going to get the Xbox One to get just an advanced controller for it, but I think that would be a good value add for sure.
What are the negative things about the Steam controller, though? It's going to be battery powered. Not like rechargeable, but like battery.
Oh, you can buy rechargeable batteries.
Will you be able to for this though?
Yeah, you can. Any.
Well, yeah, I get it, but like you know,
they might sell a battery pack too, first party.
Yeah, but why don't they just make it come with it? Like, what's the advantage of
AA batteries?
Because money. Yeah, that's why.
But just put a lithium battery in. Fix the problem.
Listen. Microsoft took me up with my Xbox One. They gave me 2 Energizer batteries for my controller. All right.
Oh shit!
Not even Duracell.
2 hours.
Not even Duracell.
I was Energizer, man.
Well, I'm glad you played your Xbox One for an hour and then had to rush to the store to buy Duracells. But
it actually it lasted. Fucking Xbox One controller battery life lasts a pretty goddamn long time.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm actually surprised. I'm very surprised by that. Like I can get fucking like. Maybe like 5 hours of like fucking playing a game, then I'll see like, oh, your battery is low. Even then, I get like another 30 minutes out of that. It's a pretty fucking it's got a long battery life, at least for me.
I just wanted to put fucking USB in the shit like the PlayStation, so I don't have to run to the store and keep buying batteries, or have to buy this battery pack, which I just feel like is a waste of like what $10. Let's put the lithium battery in the controller standard. I don't see the problem with it.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like I said, I think they'll probably have a first-party accessory for Game Pack, but I agree. It should come with it. Moving on, after the Microsoft press conference, we were treated to a fantastic trailer, Metal Gear Solid 5, Phantom Pain. I thought that it was outstanding. The music was perfect. We actually used it for the pre-stream if you came early. Man, just a lot of things they showed off, kind of teased at a lot of different things you see on Twitter. Somebody thought that girl that had her hand, they waved their hand at this girl, that they thought that was Sniper Wolf. Obviously, we saw what people think is Liquid and Solid. Let's start with AJ. AJ, what did you think about the Metal Gear Solid 5 trailer?
I haven't watched it, actually.
Perfect. Mr. Metal Gear himself, and you haven't even watched it.
I just don't. I'm just like indifferent with all this shit, dude. I just don't care about it. Not until the game is out. I just want to,
Are you at least looking forward to the game?
A little bit.
A little bit. For someone that you spent half your life playing. What have you been playing?
Peace Walker.
Peace Walker. You spent half your life playing Peace Walker. You're not even excited about the latest installment in the franchise.
I have not gave a shit about a game since like 2009, dude.
Damn.
You've just been playing Peace Walker for the past 6 years.
Actually, no, I take that back. Like 2008.
AJ gives no fucks. Well,
I really do. Yeah.
We'll get your updated opinion maybe when the game comes out and all that kind of stuff. But
yeah, there you go.
All right, so there's
when the game comes out, we're not gonna see him for like 7 months.
That's
I
true.
know.
Yeah, probably.
Until February.
We'll talk to him while he's streaming. We'll just pop into his stream.
Yeah.
We'll invade his. But
he won't respond. I'll be too busy playing the damn game.
What? Fucking what? But anyways, all right. So we'll move on. Generally speaking, to the panel, thoughts on the Metal Gear Solid 5 trailer?
I liked it a lot.
Didn't watch it.
Wow. Pass. Wow.
Yay.
Sorry.
I like how they brought Paz back for like 12 seconds. If you were looking closely. So she did survive, and to all the people thinking that I was lying, fuck you.
I think you're a spoiling piece of shit because I don't watch any trailers. I like to play the game fresh. You motherfucking bastard.
Thank you. Thank you.
I saw it on and I watched it.
I barely ever watch trailers for games. I want the game to be a new, exciting experience for me. I've been like that for a few years now. That's how I see it.
So you guys don't want to see what the game is going to be at all before you purchase it?
I mean, I'll watch like some.
Just here's
some
$60.
very small
Surprise
some
me.
very small trailers. I'm not gonna watch like a gameplay heavy.
Oh, a small
I'm gonna watch
trailer.
a story.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna watch. I'm not like a fucking. Not a trailer that shows like a whole bunch of the fucking story, like important moments and shit. I just want it to be a fresh experience to me.
This
Like, I
didn't
don't want to
really-
see anything spoiled for me.
This didn't go too crazy.
It was a minute long.
I don't care for that. You spoiled something for me, Moon Man. I can't ever get that back now. Thanks.
I have to do it.
Unbelievable. But anyways, yeah. I should make a joke. Blake, you know what? Small trailer. You live in a small trailer.
Oh.
Damn.
How about that? So anyways, moving on. Metal Gear Solid. I enjoyed it. I thought that everything looked outstanding. I thought that the trailer itself was of high quality. I saw this picture circulating on the internet, specifically Twitter. I don't know if I saw this specifically, but does Snake have like a Kojima Fox logo patch on his chest?
Oh yeah, his chest and his left shoulder, because it's something that like real actual PMCs do to say like their past like companies they were a part of and their
Oh
current
yeah, I know
left
what you're
chest.
talking about.
So yeah, he actually has a Kojima patch on his chest. So, you know, the big controversy, well, you know, they showed the Fox logo, but it didn't have Kojima Productions on it. So that was sort of maybe a slight fuck you to Konami. I don't know. You never know.
You mean to Kojima or to Konami?
No, to Konami.
Oh, what? Oh.
Konami's
To
just
Kojima.
funding it. Yeah, no. Kojima's saying, no, fuck you, I am going to put my name on the logo.
Ah.
Yeah, Konami took it out. Kojima put it back in via patch on character.
Yeah.
Nice.
There you go. So anyways, I think that about does it for Microsoft. Nothing all that exciting in my opinion, but oh well. Let's see. We move on from Microsoft. The next one was EA. Now this was balls. I actually, me and Shay were both disabled after this happened. We were paralyzed, not able to move. The only thing I was able to say was I'm fucked after watching that. I just kept repeating it over and over as people were asking me to speak during the Ubisoft, and I actually fell asleep during the Ubisoft because of this.
Surprise.
But EA was terrible, deplorable, disgusting, despicable, and distasteful. It was the worst press conference of the night up until this point, and I personally would say the worst of the entire series. But for you guys out there in our distinguished panel, the EA press conference, thoughts and feelings.
I hope people enjoyed our fucking reskinned Battlefield.
Yeah. That's basically it. Battlefront looks pretty cool, but it's basically Battlefield.
Yeah, if you ever want to play a Star Wars like game like that, there's a mod for Battlefield 3 already. Just go play that.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to Battlefront. Looks really good.
I would say.
The fuck was that? Don't do that.
It looks okay.
I would say Battlefront is probably the only thing coming from their camp that I actually am looking forward to.
Yeah, it's been 7 years since the last Battlefront, so. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Case in point, EA had nothing. They sucked.
Perfect. Moving on. Ubisoft.
Stick of Truth or New
Stick of
South Park,
Truth.
whatever.
Fantastic. They opened up the show with what was it? The
Fractured But
The
Whole.
Fractured But Whole.
Like I am fucking ready, man.
Very
Stick of Truth is
childish fucking name
awesome.
though. That name is just, I don't know. It's too much.
Hey man, it's South Park. What do you
The
expect?
Fractured Butthole.
I don't give a fuck. I think it's fucking funny.
Fifth grade, man.
Welcome to
It's a
South
little-
Park, dude.
No, South Park. The Stick of Truth was a good name. It wasn't like, oh yeah, the Dick of Truth or anything. Yeah, they didn't fucking dick around. The Fractured
like, the actual game
Butthole.
was a dick around though. Like,
Yeah, but not the title. When you had to go to the store and be like, Mom, can I get the Fractured Butthole?
Well, listen, man. Kids asking their mom for a fractured butthole. I think they're gonna get home and get a fucking ass whooping.
They're gonna get it with the belt. Like, sure, no problem. Here's the belt.
But I think it's gonna be another great RPG. Like it's fucking. Stick of Truth was awesome. I have high hopes for this. I think they kicked off their conference really good, but it got worse.
We're having a last-minute edition. We forgot about Unravel for EA. Anybody want to take Unravel for EA?
No.
Exactly. No one
I like
gives a
to buy
motherfucker.
during the EA conference, honestly.
It sucked.
Damn.
Actually, can I bring up something from Microsoft?
No. Yes.
Recore. The trailer for Recore looked really cool. Did you guys see that?
Not
the
that I
one with
remember.
I don't remember much
I
from
saw it.
Microsoft.
It looked pretty neat.
Was the one with the dog robot thing with the blue little core thing, and there was a bunch of other animal type robots in it as well, with a woman wearing I would say some sort of Destiny or looking. I wouldn't know how to describe the clothes, but it almost looked post-apocalyptic. Approaching a cave, you know, it was very short. It was the one I think that was right after the Halo 5 stuff. It just looked very interesting to me.
Somebody here, I don't know how to pronounce this. Bato Symes sums it up pretty well. Fred likes bro shooters. You're goddamn right. That's what I like. I like bro shooters, but I don't like bros. So a bro shooter would be what, like Far Cry 4 and
Just call them a shooter. Why do you gotta be bro
Bulletstorm.
shooters?
I don't know. I thought that was a funny way to put it. That I like bro shooters. I like
Oh God.
yeah.
Like
Just
manly
get yourself some 25-cent sunglasses, fucking tan yourself, and wear tank top everywhere,
Oh,
would you?
boy.
I'm not gonna
Hey,
do your summer
hey,
plan. No, that's your summer plan.
Summer
son.
plan?
That's your
Fuck
Jersey
no,
Shore.
I ain't no
Hit-
man.
Shay's hitting up
Get
the
outta
Shay's
here.
hitting up the Jersey Shore this summer.
The
Fuck, I'd
official
rather-
Che regimen.
Yep.
Fuck, hell no, let me tell you something. When you're this Hispanic and you're this sexy, you automatically get a tan. You ain't gotta go to no
Oh,
tan.
You automatically get a tan.
Exactly. You ain't gotta go to no fucking fake ass tanning booth to look like an orange.
Well, let me tell you what. You get
piece
a
of bacon.
10 out of 10 on the poverty scale. Ah, damn it! I almost choked up.
Nice fuck up.
I fucked
Oh,
up
you
on that
fucked
one.
up.
Yeah,
You fucked up.
I kept
Hold
myself.
on,
Fred.
I
guys,
kept myself
hold
from
on.
laughing
Fred
on that.
fucked
I'm
up.
sorry. I almost laughed too hard about it. I had to stop
Dude.
myself.
Hold on.
Fred fucking
8:08
hit him
p.m.
right in the
You get a
pocket.
Hold
10.
on.
You get a 10.
8:08 p.m.
Yeah.
Thursday.
Mark it down.
June 18th.
Yeah.
Fred fucked up.
Yep. But you
For
know
all the
what?
times you-
I'm gonna make
yeah.
the save. You get a 10 out of 10 on the poverty scale, my friend.
You can't say that joke. You fucked up.
Nah, I saved it.
Oh, hey, let me just jump out of a fucking car, hit myself
Hey,
up head
hey,
and try to
he
get
has
back
some
up.
leverage. He can recover. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you
He
can
hit you right in
recover
the
fucking.
He hit you right in the goddamn poverty. That's where he hit you.
Yeah,
Yep.
and you keep on
Wow.
fucking interrupting me and hit me when I'm trying to talk in the middle of a sentence.
They get fucked.
Anyways, you swirly-headed Kevin Owens looking motherfucker.
Ooh.
Look like a damn overweight server at Wendy's and shit.
Oh!
And
Damn.
telling you,
Okay, can we get
Wow.
a top
Door, you
Can
don't
I
wanna
have
be-
fries with that, Blake? Can I have fries with that?
That's the same goddamn question. Hey, bitch, I like extra pickles on my rib. Talking to you, Che.
I might throw 20 cents in the tip jar and they might give you some of that. They might spread that with all 8 of your coworkers.
Oh.
They have a fucking tip jar. What the fuck? It's fucking worst one he's ever heard of.
Well, when you make as much as you do, they need a tip jar.
I'm making a good amount of money.
Yeah.
Anyways.
This is not the first time Blake has been tipped, but the first time he's been tipped at work. All right, so let's move on. We've
Oh, hold on. Hold on. I don't want to say anything.
Perfect. So, moving on, we have got the Ubisoft one, of course. We'll continue on with that. I didn't really notice anything else that was all that spectacular.
Fucking meme.
And I fell asleep, so that about does it for that.
That Ghost Recon trailer at the end was pretty cool. At least I thought it was.
Oh, let's talk about them bringing up a guy to sing for Just Dance. Let's talk about that real quick. What the fuck, man? It's fucking stupid.
That Ghost Recon trailer.
It
looked
was
pretty
awful.
badass. I was
Their stock dropped 4 points after that.
Jeez.
Good.
I hope so. Did the same thing happen to EA?
Probably not.
They should have. But anyways.
Out of business.
We move on to Sony. Now, this is the one that I was asleep for, and this is the one that, unfortunately, we weren't able to cover from a lack of people. But the cliff notes from Sony. Anybody want to take that? Anyone watch the Sony press conference?
Yeah.
Everybody exploded and they destroyed the world.
Sony, fucking.
And by the world, I mean Twitter.
Perfect.
Sony killed it. Fucking that TV shit's fucking awesome. Oh my god.
The TV shit?
Like you fucking you can pick your own goddamn channels now. Like you don't have to get a channel. Like they're doing what people have tried for years. Apple's been trying to do this shit. They want to announce it, but Sony did it. I mean, it's not even fucking. That's not even game related. It's fucking huge. It's fucking awesome. But Sony, they take all my goddamn money right now.
Perfect.
Last Guardian.
Oh, finally, I'm pissed. Oh,
finally, I'm pissed.
That ends fucking Shenmue. God damn it.
Ratchet and Clank.
I'm fucking pissed, man. Fucking Shenmue got announced. Oh my god.
Let's get into that. I am actually a lot more negative about this whole thing, and let me tell you why. I thought that was very shameless for Sony to have them come out hat in hand and say, we'd like to do this game, but no one trusts us enough to actually fund this. So why don't you guys pay us in advance, and we can make the game in 2017.
The game's gonna fucking suck dick. Have people never played Yakuza? That's fucking far superior in every goddamn way.
Talking about Shenmue?
Yes.
Yeah, fucking garbage. I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna say one quick thing. The only thing that pissed me off about it is that they asked for a Kickstarter. They're obviously involved in the game, and it cannot be at least. I've seen companies with less money offer to put up. Let's say their initial goal was 1 million, and if they reached 1 million, they would put 1 million up of their own money. You're telling me Sony can't put at least 2 million of their own money into the project? It's got to be 100% funded by fans.
No, actually, Sony actually announced afterwards that they're funding part of the game. That whole Kickstarter is just to see if they have an audience. That's all it is.
They could have just opened up for pre-orders and had the same response.
Exactly.
They're trying. I think it was a capital investment by the audience to pre-order it. The other thing that is a little bit disheartening is that the way that this works a lot differently than a traditional pre-order. A little bit of background noise there. This works a lot differently than a traditional pre-order, where you usually put down, say, $5 at your local GameStop, or you just pre-order it on Amazon and they don't charge you until they actually ship it. Here, you're paying more than 2.5 years in advance, and that's just a tentative date for something that you're not quite sure. Another thing that kind of rubbed me the wrong way was the amount of money that they were asking for additional things. Like, it seemed like $100,000 per subtitle language, which to me, I don't think it would cost $100,000 to do that. And then also, like, what was it, $3.5 million to add a skill tree? Just like things that should already be part of the game that they're nickel and diming you to add on to it. So for me personally, if they just announced that Shenmue 3 was coming, everybody would be happy. This whole thing to basically do pre-orders where you're funding the game yourself way ahead of time, I thought was a little bit, I don't know. It just seemed distasteful to me, and I felt like Sony, I don't know, just a weird platform to ask for money. Like, oh, we've got, I mean, I may be mistaken, but has there ever been a press conference like that where they announce a game and then say that, well, what we're technically just announcing is this is a fancy ploy for Kickstarter?
I don't think there has been, and I think that's, I don't know, it's really, when you get past the whole, Shenmue 3's coming out, then you realize, they just brought out major airtime for someone's Kickstarter. Yeah, it's kind of low.
Yeah. I mean, Sony, instead of funding the game and putting some stock into this and showing that they believe in this franchise and they believe that this can get, then this will be popular, they just turned it to, well, we'll give you some stage time to announce that you're asking for money ahead of time. I don't know. For me, I thought that it shows a lack of confidence in these different companies to fund this and to pick this project up, and there has to be some reason for that. I mean, people know about the general desire for there to be a Shenmue game. They know the hardcore fan base is always talking about Shenmue 3 and all that other stuff. It just feels like they didn't have any confidence in that loyal small fan base, and You know, they needed to fund it ahead of time just to even entertain the idea.
And we're also forgetting that the reason they're not funding Shenmue is because they spend all their money on the map packs.
Is that true?
No.
Oh, okay. 'Cause I
That's
heard that
just-
from a fucking dumbass.
That's
I wanted
just
to source
dumbass
from that.
talking.
I just got one more thing I want to say about Shenmue. I'm sorry, Shenmue is garbage. If you like it, I'm sorry. It's just my personal opinion. Yakuza's fucking superior in every goddamn way.
Ooh.
So I hope you enjoy your mediocre Yakuza.
Damn.
Oh well, thanks for shoving your opinion down our throats.
Well, that's what a
You're welcome.
podcast is for, right, AJ?
Pretty much.
So we'll move on to something that I enjoyed more than I thought I would. I got to be honest. I enjoyed this much more than I expected to. I came into this somewhat negative, and it had to have been good if it changed my opinion, because when you come into something with low expectations and end up liking it, that's pretty good. Nintendo's press conference. Not bad. What do you guys think?
Oh man, I only got I only got 3 words for that. Metroid Federation Force. Oh my
Yes.
god.
Now that set the internet on fire. Everybody was pissed off about that. Obviously, I was there. Moogle and Pascal being the two Nintendo nuts. They were very excited about a potential Metroid game, and then they found out that it was sort of a bait and switch, and they were pretty pissed off. Pascal, are you still here with us?
I am.
Your opinion on the announcement of this quote-unquote Metroid game?
Anybody up to going to Japan and burning down Nintendo headquarters?
Yeah. Apparently just me
Utter,
and you.
utter garbage.
Apparently
Utter
just me and you, Pask. We're going to burn it down together.
I'm
Utter,
more
utter
pissed about-
garbage. Doesn't need to exist. I understand that it's 4-player co-op. It's supposed to be a 3DS game. No one cares. Go away.
Ooh.
I'm more pissed about fucking the whole Animal Crossing Wii U thing. That's not the fucking Animal Crossing Wii U I wanted. God
That was
fucking
3DS, man.
No, there was one.
Wait, oh,
no,
the
it's Wii
board
U.
game one.
The fucking board game, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's not what I wanted. Like, I
Deal
want
with
a
it.
fucking. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna be a fucking salty bastard the rest of my goddamn life till I get a new one. It's on fucking console, not handheld.
You're pansy. So
However, more amiibos.
you're gonna
Thank
play
you.
the board game and you're gonna like it.
Ooh.
I'm buying it for the fucking amiibos.
There you go. Now I have to
Yeah,
say,
those are good.
the only thing of Nintendo, so since I don't have the actual Wii U or any Nintendo console, I am going to be making one purchase towards Nintendo, and that is going to be one of those sweet Nintendo Yoshi crochet amiibos. Those shits are
Oh,
fucking
good
off the
fucking
hook.
luck. Good goddamn luck.
I'll get one.
Oh, I bet you will. You ready to pay $500?
No,
You're ready to pay a fuck ton of money? You're not
no.
gonna get one.
I'll pay 40 maximum, and that's if I go on Etsy and buy one.
Good luck.
Hey, you can buy the Yoshi amiibo from Japan for what is it, 55 now? 56
Really?
on Amazon. You can import them.
I ain't buying
Yeah.
a goddamn thing. I'm paying
Import
like
your crochet.
Nah, I'm paying 40 on Etsy, and that's if I can't get one. Aren't past? Didn't you say they're supposed to be like $13 or some shit?
Well, amiibos generally are, but I guess since these are the knit ones, they might be around 20 on launch in America.
There you go. So why are the So why are you saying good luck? I can't buy one. I can't pre-order one.
They're gonna be very fucking hard to get.
I'll stab
You
somebody.
gotta sit there. You gotta find the pre-order time. You gotta find the release time for when they're gonna be able to put. They're gonna put it on Amazon.
I'll program
And you
a
gotta
bot.
refresh that page like a motherfucker.
I'll program a bot.
Fucking.
To buy something from you on Amazon?
Yeah.
You are gonna get scalped out the ass.
I'm not getting scalped out the ass. Nothing involving the ass is what I will get.
Nah, you're gonna get scalped, dude. It's happening.
Nah. If they try to scalp, then I'm going to Etsy and I'll buy from somebody that put time and effort into it.
Oh, you buy a fucking knockoff. That's what you're gonna-
It's not a knockoff. The Etsy crochet ones are looking fantastic.
Oh yeah, okay.
They crochet over the traditional Yoshi one.
Oh okay.
You see? So it's technically not even a knockoff. It's an it's a mod.
It's a mod for an amiibo.
It's a modded amiibo.
It's a custom.
Odd amiibo.
It's a custom amiibo. I get it like that. And you know what? I'll get it in a custom color just for you, Blake.
What color?
Brown.
Fuck you.
Do they have a brown Yoshi? I think they do.
I don't know, but you can probably get one.
They have an
I don't
orange
think so.
Yoshi. They have like a
Yeah.
burnt orange on Yoshi's Island. So, all right. So, anyways, Nintendo Star Fox. Everybody was excited about Star Fox. Anybody?
Platinum Games.
I'm looking forward to Star Fox.
Yeah, I want to see Raiden fucking protect Slippy and shit.
Slippy. All right.
Might look good. Yeah.
And
Mario Maker.
Mario Maker, they pimped the hell out of fucking Mario Maker during that press
That's gonna
conference.
be the shit though. That game was fucking fun.
Even during the
They're
Nintendo World
charging
Championship.
$60 for it.
I don't care. I'm gonna fuck. You can
I'm
make
not
a
gonna
whole
buy
new,
it for $60.
You can make a whole new
Yeah.
game series of that shit, man. You're gonna get your goddamn money's worth out of that.
I don't care. It worth $60.
I don't know.
$60.
And plus, don't forget those fucking sick ass amiibos. Fucking,
Amiibos.
Fuck you.
I like how you can put your amiibos into Yoshi's Woolly World and make your Yoshi look like a fucking leper.
You can also do that on Mario Maker.
The Koopa boot.
About the Star Fox, I'm cautiously optimistic about it.
Ooh.
Cautiously.
Yeah. It's been
What?
kind of a while since the last one, so I don't know if the same people will be working on it or if they're just gonna
No.
completely fuck it up.
They're not. It's they're out. I think they're outsourcing it to Platinum Games.
Yeah, it's platinum.
And Platinum's done good with like other titles, so I'm
I just
not
wanna
too
say-
worried about it.
Fucking Platinum is doing literally everything in the world right now.
Yeah, they're getting that money,
Holy shit.
getting that
I think,
paper.
I think Platinum's helping design it, but they're not physically making the game.
Oh, okay.
They're doing shit with everything. Everything. Well,
Fuck Platinum.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Well,
Ooh.
fall for it.
Well, excuse me, I'm not a fucking weeaboo. I don't like the damn hentai bullshit.
Hentai you mean the Japanese?
I'm assuming you
Japanese.
didn't play. I'm assuming you didn't play Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance.
Or Bayonetta.
Nah, I'm
2.
not a big. I'm actually not a big fan. I saw gameplay.
Motherfucker, your memes end here.
Ooh.
No, I'm just not a big fan.
Yeah.
Rules of nature.
Oh, what's the fucking new Atlas game that got announced at fucking Nintendo's show?
What was
Faye,
that?
whatever the fuck it was.
FF or some bullshit?
I don't know. Fucking FE.
I don't know.
Shit.
Moogle was all excited about it, so Moogle's in the
Oh,
chat.
yeah.
He could probably say something about it.
Is that some anime shit?
It's a Japanese game.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
It's
I
out.
a
figured.
dating
Yeah.
simulator bullshit.
Yeah, one of those wall scrolling Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
And then there was. Did you guys talk about Metroid Prime?
Well,
fuck it,
somewhat.
fuck it.
Well, we kind of did.
Fucking blast ball piece of shit.
As of right now, it has
Blast
5,000
Ball game.
As of right now, it has 5,000 likes and 53,000 dislikes.
Jesus Christ! I saw the top comment was like, "This is not what we meant, Nintendo. This is not what we meant."
Yeah, people hate it so much to the point that they even made a petition for that shit to cancel the damn game.
Ooh, well, they're not gonna do that, but I mean, I'm sure. Well, it depends. If people are,
You never know, actually.
if people are like rallied together to not buy it, then yeah, they might have to.
Yeah,
with
pretty
your
much.
wallets.
The game kind of looked fun already. I don't know why they had to put the Metroid Prime tag on it. It's
Boo
not
this
Metroid
man.
Prime.
Yeah, that's the problem. They should have. They're saying that this should have not been like a. They should have not named it Metroid Prime. You know.
Yeah.
Well, they did it to sell like that, so people would notice it. And a lot of people don't notice new IPs.
Yeah, you
Well,
know
that
what I noticed?
backfired
Even though
hard.
Splatoon proved that completely wrong.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, you know
Nintendo is an interesting situation because again, people need stuff to play. So
Well, you know what I noticed? During the fucking Nintendo World Championship, fucking blast ball looked like fucking Metroid Prime.
Yeah.
I fucking noticed it. Then they're gonna announce it fucking next day. Looks like fucking garbage. Sorry.
people can get behind IPs and notice them if they get pushed. Like honestly, Nintendo pushed the hell out of Splatoon, made amiibos for it and all this other shit.
Yeah, you're a squid now. You're a kid
You know,
now.
yeah, they push the hell out of it. So it's all about getting behind an IP and having faith in it that you're going to push it in such a way and treat it in such a way. Climax time. Sorry, I'm watching this footage that we
Hire this man. Hire this man, guys.
What man?
PR.
Me?
Yeah, I think you can promote the fuck out of a game in a good way.
Absolutely.
And then if you make enough money, right? You can throw me like 20% of it to be a PR with you.
I'll throw you $20.
Look, no, you look $20 an hour. I'm tired. Give me a good job.
An hour? What the fuck?
Yeah, fuck yeah. I'd do backflips with the fucking games
Fucking
in my
$20
hand
a
them out to
year.
kids.
All right, here's the thing. I need somebody to shell my pistachios for me and get my slippers.
Fuck you. That's Blake's job.
Oh, fuck you.
Well, somebody's gonna have to do it.
The steak chef.
We need somebody. But all right. So another thing that I thought was interesting at the Nintendo press conference was the Zelda game that they're having. The 4 swords. I guess you could say the 3 swords. They revealed that the reason why there's 3 controllable characters is because 4 made the totem, the stacking of the characters, too tall. So they said fuck it and went with 3.
Hey, that's a good enough
I'm
reason
interested.
for me.
I'm interested. It looks fun. Looks cool. I liked 4 swords. I might like this.
Co-op games is always fun to me, so that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it should be good. Should be interesting. Moving on to another front runner for the absolute worst. We'll figure out which one was the absolute worst at the end, but Square Enix. And yes, Enix. Some people pronouncing it as Enix. Some people pronouncing it as Enix. Now, we've covered this one as well. Tons of dialogue from these employees of the company, capping off with one of the most hilarious fucking... I think that was the CEO showing up for a speech. But anyways...
That was fucking terrifying.
Yeah, terrible speeches and basically CGI games, which was a running theme of this whole fucking thing. Thoughts and opinions, feelings, hopes, and dreams from the Square Enix.
Only things I cared about Kingdom Hearts, fucking Deus Ex. Only 2 things I cared about.
They wouldn't stop talking.
Mm-hmm.
We wanted games, but you were talking about your company's outlook and everything. No one cares.
They really did fucking, man.
Dragged
I
out.
was gonna say, their translator sucked. Like, he was fucking terrible, man. Like, took forever to translate shit.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd be talking for like 5 minutes, and the guy would start. Like, then the speaker would start over. Like, I don't know, man.
You know, for a press conference that had so much of a speech from the developers, they were some terrible speakers.
Yeah.
But as far as the footage announced, obviously Deus Ex is going to be the one that everybody's excited about.
Yeah.
Tomb Raider, not so much. They talked about how she can accumulate snow on her clothing, which is fantastic for Moogle and stuff like that to really feel at home in the game. For Tomb Raider, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but they're making Laura look a lot more like Ellie from The Last of Us. Have you noticed
I noticed that?
They completely redid her face again.
Marketing, probably. That's about all I could say.
I don't know. They just keep I don't know if there's like conflicting ideas of what Lara should look like, but obviously, you know, for this latest series, the rebooting of the series, they completely redid her. They made her more what should I say, realistic, I guess. They made her more realistically proportional instead of the exaggerated sexualized thing. But now I don't know, just they completely redid her face all over again. I don't know. Weird.
I think they
should
should
have
have
kept
kept
the
the model.
Back polygons.
Bring back the polygon. How about a DLC, Blake? They'll just have the polygon version DLC.
I'll pay $100 for that.
$69.69.
Oh yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, I don't know what was wrong with the model in the last game looked fine. I don't see why they had to completely remodel her face all over again. It just seemed weird.
Yeah, I don't know. Just made her look like Ellen Page or Ellie, more proper from Last of Us. But oh well. Anything else from Square Enix that caught your guys' eye? Kingdom Hearts obviously was a big thing.
No. Hitman game maybe.
Oh yeah.
I'm liking what they're doing with that Hitman game. It seems like they're kind of making it community based, where they offer like limited contracts and I don't know.
I hope it's as good as Blood Money, because after Absolution, I have little faith in Hitman IP. Like, I want to like Hitman. I love Hitman. I love Blood Money. I love Contracts. I love all of them. But Absolution, so fucking bad. Like, it's hard to I don't know. It's hard to regain my hope for a good game.
I don't know if it's me or not, but Absolution didn't really feel like a Hitman game to me.
It didn't at all.
Because they had the, what was it, the Hitman Absolution? They had the, what was it, the Hitman Absolution? They had the, what was it, the Hitman Absolution? They had the, what was it, the Hitman Absolution? They had the, what was it, the Hitman Absolution? They had the, what was it, the Hitman Absolution? They had the, what was it, the Hitman Absolution? They had the, what was it, the Hitman Absolution? They had the, what was it, the Hitman Absolution? They had the, what was it, the Hitman Absolution? They had the, what was it, the Hitman Absolution? They had the, what was it, the Hitman Absolution? They had the, what was it, the Hitman Absolution? They had the, what was it, the Hitman Absolution? They had the, what was it, the Hitman Absolution? They had the, what was it, the Hitman Absolution? They had the, what was it, the Hitman Absolution? They had the, what was it, the Hitman Absolution? They had the, what was it, the Hitman Absolution? They had the, what was it, the Hitman The instinct
Too linear.
system, the sky system, it was just broken to me.
Like, they made it way too linear. That was my problem. Like, it's not open-ended. Like, Blood Money was very open-ended. Like, you can do stuff in, like, a whole bunch of ways. Like, a good example is the neighborhood assassination. Like, that whole mission, you can do... there's a lot of ways you can do that shit. Like, you can rig a grill, have a bitch light on fire. Like...
Yep.
Hitman for babies.
Blood Money has a lot more variety to it.
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
And
Like,
I'm hoping
it-
they... Good.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm hoping they bring back the whole Blood Money concept in the new Hitman game.
I hope so, man. Like, I want to like the new one. It looks very interesting, but if it ends up like Absolution, fuck off.
I mean, in Absolution, you couldn't even throw a body over the balcony to hit somebody else with the body. I mean, it just wasn't a good game for that exact reason.
Disguises were useless as fucking shit.
Yeah, people
Yep.
saw right through your disguises, and there would be like a million cops, and apparently they all know each other's face. I don't understand that.
I saw your face and wow.
Yep,
Perfect.
exactly.
But yeah, I thought the instinct was a little bit too much of a crutch. I thought it was like a sort of press this and play for me kind of thing. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I believe the name is Hitman Sniper.
Yeah, that's... From what I see in part of the trailer,
No, that's a mobile game. Like that's
No, that was
is it?
Hitman Go.
no.
No.
There's two mobile games. Hitman Sniper, Hitman Go. There's two.
Oh, there's another. Okay, so then this one is just 10. Oh, that's right. This one's just named Hitman.
It's just Hitman. So
Fucking
I guess
shit.
I'm
hate
assuming
that so
it's
much.
a reboot. I'm assuming it's a reboot of the whole
Oh,
series.
do I hate that shit?
AVGN's rolling right now.
It's just, dude, it's really fucking confusing, man. Like, think about
But
it.
listen, how long has it been since like the first Hitman game? So,
20
I mean,
years from now, you have to remember that it came out in 2015 or 2016. Oh, that was Hitman 2016.
Well, I mean,
that is
I don't know.
Like,
That is pretty annoying.
yeah, just stick with the numbering system and go nuts after you put the colon. Do whatever the fuck you want after that. Hitman 4, Abracadabra, Hocus Pocus Edition 3. Fuck it, man. I just, ugh.
Yeah, that is freaking annoying.
Hitman Bleeding Funds. Fuck, man. Just call it something not terrible.
Hitman, please buy it.
I like the one fist.
Here's a good one. Yep, give us one more try. Perfect. Please come back. Where are you going? Hitman 5. Please. Please call back.
Please call back.
If that game isn't good, Hitman franchise is dead to me. I'm never gonna buy another
Why
one.
don't we reboot it?
Well, because fucking Absolution was shit. They had nowhere to go from there. So I guess just rebooting is probably the best thing they could do. You never really fucking know. I mean, I don't know. It looked interesting, I guess, but like I said, if it's like Absolution, it's gonna fucking be poorly received. So
Why don't we just reboot it with Nomad as the main character?
I'm down for that. I'm down to play that.
I mean, hey, man, the international community's gonna love it, dude. Everyone's gonna love it. Fuck it, yeah.
All right, awesome. So thank you guys very much for filling the
I got
gutter.
another idea.
Jesus Christ.
My bad. A side story to Hitman, like a fucking spin-off where I go into every fucking store
Uh-huh.
and I grab a bat and a Uzi and I fucking kill any fucking, not people, any bags of pistachios.
You're going to kill the pistachios?
So Hitman Absolution.
I'm
With
gonna
a
be,
bat and a Uzi.
yes.
You're
Hitman-
gonna get arrested and or shot so fucking.
Hitman Pistachiolution.
Pistachiolution.
Pistachiolution, because I go in there and I fucking make sure there's at least pistachios for anybody.
What if somebody's behind the shelf when you shoot the pistachios like a
Well, to get the
jackass?
fuck out the way, man. I'm gonna say something.
What if they're just shopping? What if they're buying
Well,
light
if, look,
bulbs?
if I say move the fuck out of the way and I'm wielding a bat or a gun, move the fuck out the way, lady.
Excuse me, ma'am. I'm about to shoot these pistachios.
Yeah, let me shoot.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah,
How
let
are
me
they
shoot these
gonna know where you're
pistachios.
standing and what you're shooting?
I'm gonna yell something.
How are they gonna know where you're shooting
They
at?
can turn their fucking fat ass around or something.
There's a shelf in between you.
What if they're dead?
If it's a disabled person, I'm gonna kindly move them out the way.
How
I'm
do you
not
know?
gonna be a jackass.
So you're gonna walk around the shelf, wheel them a little bit to the right, and then shoot the fucking shit.
Yes. Yeah,
Why don't
I'm
you
a
just
gentleman.
Why don't you just buy the pistachios and shoot it in your garage?
I don't want to do that. That's too much work. God damn.
It's
I
not
gotta
too much
walk.
work to get a bat and a gun and to go to every convenience store in a 5-mile radius.
But I like the dramatic flair, like the Shakespearean aspect to doing it in the store.
All right, and what's that going to prove?
It's just gonna prove how the common man wins, the man that doesn't make over 100K a year.
Yeah, so when they arrest you for vandalizing the store and discharging a firearm in a public place...
No, in a game, not in real life, in a game.
Oh, okay. That'd be the best-selling game ever.
It would.
Oh, okay, so in a game, you're gonna like fucking walk around, move old ladies and shit. Fucking sounds like garbage.
What would you, Blake? What the fuck are you gonna shoot them, Blake? Disabled people?
I'm gonna fucking. I don't know. I'm not gonna,
maybe it just doesn't need to come down to this. Maybe we can just have some other game where I don't know, maybe shoot monsters or bad guys.
Fucking
bags of pistachios.
Goblins, I don't know.
Bags of pistachio.
People aren't gonna understand what's going on.
Shoot fucking bags
of
pistachios.
What about crows? How about that? How about a crow killer?
Yes, thank you.
There you go.
You know what'd be more fitting?
What's up?
Using a flamethrower onto pistachios. That would be more fitting.
That'd be perfect. He can roast them to a perfect temperature, and I can have them even better.
I'm gonna piss on them before you eat them. I'm gonna piss on them.
Well, that's some sort of... I didn't know you felt some type of way like that.
No,
it's
a joke. I'm just fucking around. I wouldn't do that.
Of course, it's a joke.
Around.
Yeah, Che usually does piss on nuts, but that's when he's in the bathroom. So, anyways, let's move on.
Oh man, yeah, right.
Let's move on to a different non-pistachio related game. This is going to be the PC press conference. Now, people are saying that this was the worst. The top 3 worst, I think, are Ubisoft, EA, Square Enix, and PC. But the PC one was weird. A number of games that were assumed to be Microsoft Xbox exclusives were then sort of told, well, actually, no, it's Xbox and Windows 10. So things like Gears of War Definitive, which, for a fan of the franchise like me, I might pirate that, which will be great. I think...
All right.
Let's see. What else did they announce as far as games? I don't think they announced any sort of new properties, did they?
Killer Instinct.
Oh, well, that's just something that's being expanded to the PC.
Yeah.
But that's actually a welcome addition, Killer Instinct. So there's absolutely zero reason to buy an Xbox now, which is good.
Fuck you.
Well, unless you want like Sunset Overdrive, did that get announced?
If it does, I'm gonna be really pissed. I'm telling you right goddamn now.
So what are you saying, Blake? You want it so that other people with systems can have games. Exactly. You already have your console. What does it matter to you?
I don't care. I don't want you fuckers having shit.
Well, yeah,
Sucks for you because we deserve everything.
Exactly.
Hey man, listen. I'm taking over. I'm taking everything. Hey, by the way, if you got anything that's free,
shit you say.
If you got anything that's free, give it to me. I'll take it if it's free.
Ass whipping.
Yeah,
How about
free
that?
right hook.
The
2 piece in the biscuit. How about that?
Second one costs $20.
I'll give you a free ticket to Pound Town.
Wait, you know what? You're saying you're going to New York, right? I could hop on the train and be over there in an hour and a half.
I'll see you there.
An hour and a half.
We're gonna have to film this shit. This is gonna be a SoKast exclusive.
I'm gonna wrap my hands and I'm gonna be like walking in. I'm gonna be walking into Manhattan like I'm in a heavyweight fight.
Che's the first heavyweight that weighs 170 pounds.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Float like a butterfly, fucking sting like you're about to kill him.
Sting when you sting like when you pee, right?
Oh fuck no! Ain't
float like a butterfly,
burned.
sting like when I pee.
Ain't never been burned. I love my body too much. Ain't never been burned like that.
All right. So, anyways, PC press conference, terrible. What was something? Somebody was gonna say something.
I actually didn't mind the PC conference.
It was just a rehash.
It was long. There was a lot of things that just like nothing was new.
Mm-hmm.
But it was also their first like actual conference, their first time speaking publicly and trying to set something up for PC gamers. So you can't expect it to be perfect. But I'm not gonna say it wasn't It wasn't very bad. Even the guy who was streaming on the channel after it admitted that it was pretty bad.
Yeah. The only thing that I saw that was even worthwhile in any way, other than games that were previously exclusives being opened up to the PC market, is the announcement of new graphics cards. Now, obviously, this AMD release of graphics cards That was one of the worst kept secrets. People had full specifications, pictures, the whole shebang, but they put out a decent line of graphics cards. The 390X is set to compete with the 980 Ti. The Fury X is supposed to compete with the Titan X, and they're introducing HBM memory, which is memory that is not laid out, like spread out, but it's actually stacked on top of each other. So it makes the graphics card smaller, it makes it more power efficient, and it's actually a lot faster. So just in layman's terms, the memory of the graphics card is a lot quicker now. And the graphics cards with the Fury line, Fury X and Fury Nano, are actually coming water-cooled right out of the box. So you just install a fan to your case and then slip your graphics card into the slot, and you've got a water-cooled graphics card, which is, it's good. I personally am an NVIDIA fan. I've got an NVIDIA G-Sync monitor, so I'm sort of stuck with NVIDIA for quite a while if I want to use G-Sync. But for somebody that might be new to the market, somebody that's looking at a new graphics card, especially in the high-end segment, I think AMD gives a really good price-to-performance ratio. And, I don't see anything wrong with that. I think that one of the problems, though, with the Fury X is just having 8 gigs of memory. I think 6 and 8 are becoming the standard, and especially if you're going to be doing 4K or 1440p gaming, you're going to need a lot more memory than that. So that's something that might limit them in the future. But that's about it for the PC conference as far as I know. Just some new hardware from AMD and a few games that are being opened up from previously being console exclusives. So, in total, what do you guys think about this year's E3?
Garbage, just like every year.
Wow.
It's okay. So it's okay.
That's okay?
Yeah, I enjoyed it, what I saw, for the most part, except for EA. Fuck you, EA.
Kidding me? Squares was terrible.
Nah, they had... Square had a Deus Ex, so the fanboy in me kind of came out, gave me a...
It came, huh?
It came just like me watching fucking Deus Ex trailer.
Perfect.
I think it was a great conference for 2016.
That was pretty surprising.
Gotcha.
It's not gotcha. It's got him.
Got him.
Exactly. So
I don't know why I said gotcha. I'm ashamed, and I'm going to commit seppuku.
You should commit Sudoku instead.
Do Sudoku right now.
Do it. Turn your camera on. Let's do it.
You know what the funny thing is, all right? And I did not notice this, and this is not a knock at you, Paz. You actually look like the damn girl in your avatar.
There you go.
You got the same type, like half Jufro thing going on.
What?
No, I swear, I'm not kidding. It's not. I'm not. Look, whatever preference. I'm not saying.
What half Jufro does Pascal have?
You just have something.
You have something.
You could say whatever the fuck. You can say I got a roller coaster hairline. You could say I look like a fucking whatever the hell. That's perfectly fine. I was just saying.
Why did you make fun of yourself in that?
Because I'm
you
humble.
could say I got the LeBron James hairline or whatever, but other than that, you look like Pascal.
I'm comfortable with myself to crack a joke at myself every now and then.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's great.
That is.
So Pascal looks like Pascal, huh?
Pascal looks like fucking Pascal. That is the craziest thing.
Thank you.
Cool.
Thank you for
that. I'm okay. I'm okay with that.
Let's communicate our feelings. How about you two? Let's mediate.
What?
Communicate your feelings to each other.
Fuck you. What the hell are you talking about?
Let's settle this.
Che, come on, open up, man.
Yeah, let's settle this.
Get out of here with that.
Let's get to the bottom of this. Let's get to the meat of the issue.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. This guy's crazy.
All right. Well, anyways, those are all the viewer-submitted topics for E3 specifically. So thank you to Alice, Garrus, Singlong, Evil Table, Pixel Buster, and Evil Table. So thank you guys for these. I think we covered as many of them as we could. Let me just recap right here. The only thing that we didn't catch on was the Project Morpheus HoloLens Oculus Rift from Evil Table. Which actually took place on, I don't know if it was evil or not, but took place on a table with the Morpheus. Huh? Come on, with the HoloLens. Come on.
Nah.
All right.
5 out of 10. 5 out of 10.
Yeah, that's your shooting percentage, right? Well, there you go. No one is excited about the HoloLens or any of that stuff. Perfect.
It's a neat premise. I'm just a little angry that everything's probably pre-animated.
All right, let's segue. Miss Alice provided us heavy discussion about indie game and game developers.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh,
Perfect. Moving on. Have a discussion. No, go ahead. Go ahead. Let's hear about indie games and their developers.
I do like Wasteland too. I think they're indie.
All right.
Yeah, I think they're indie. They should be indie.
They're indie
Skullgirls,
house.
And
pretty
listen,
good.
can you please give me a fucking job if you're listening? I'm not playing with this shit.
This is not an opportunity for you to fucking
Yes,
put
it
your
is.
resume out there. This is the
Yeah.
second time you
What
petitioned for a
fucking
job.
resume? You think if I had a fucking decent resume, I'd be asking on air?
This is the second time you petitioned for a job. I'm not having it.
And I asked you one time. You should be flattered.
I said I gave you a job shelling pistachios and getting my slippers.
I'm not getting your fucking slip. The fuck do I look like, bitch? I'm not getting your slipper. I ain't your Jenkins.
Well, I mean, that's the
You're
This
getting
is a
paid
nice
for it.
hourly wage of
That's-
$2 an hour. That's good for someone like you, Jay.
Exactly.
How about this? I'll throw them at you like 5 feet away. There you go.
Then you're
You can just-
fired. I don't understand. I don't understand this concept. What are you're just gonna get paid for just being yourself?
Yeah, I'm just gonna throw them. I'm gonna throw them near your feet, and then you can walk over to them.
And I'm gonna throw you out of the fucking house. How about that? All right,
Cuphead.
Cuphead.
Yes,
Everybody's
Looks
excited about
interesting.
Cuphead.
it looks
Rate
amazing.
it a hot chocolate out of 10.
Perfect. And you even had a nice little sound in the background while you did it. Have a discussion about new movies like Jurassic World, Mad Max, etc.
the newest movie I watched was Big Hero 6. So
The fuck
Oh.
was that?
The inflatable fucking hero, the suit that wears the armor. That's what it was.
yeah,
Animated
it's like
movie.
well, it's like this superhero robot shit. It was pretty good. Pretty good.
Newest movie I've seen is Space Jam, I think.
That's a good movie.
I saw Jurassic World last night. Actually, first time been to theaters in years.
How was it?
It was pretty good actually. There was a lot of references to Jurassic Park, the Jurassic Park movies, which it was done tastefully. It wasn't overdone or anything, and the acting was decent. The action was great, so it was a really good movie actually.
That's good.
When you say that you haven't been to the movie theaters in years, how many years was that?
About 5 or 6.
Try. Jesus Christ, I haven't been to one since 2002.
Jeez.
Ah,
No.
What's the movie you watched?
Jackass.
Oh, of course.
Oh, so you watched the whole movie of yourself, huh?
Huh?
You watched the whole movie of yourself.
Pretty much.
Jackass. Perfect. All right. Well, aside from typing, we also have a topic here for talk about the new YouTube gaming service and its comparison with Twitch and Phil's reaction to it. Well, that's a name we haven't brought up today. YouTube's new gaming service, which is going to be a streaming service to compete with Twitch and the beloved Hitbox here.
It has a chance, I feel. I mean, everything's really good with the YouTube streaming, except that chat, dude. I hate that fucking chat that they have.
Yeah.
It's really
Yeah,
terrible.
that's the biggest issue right there.
We talked about that a little bit off air, that if they literally just focused on making a new chat and kept everything else the same, it would be almost perfect. I mean, it instantly caches your stream. You can go back. It looks like they started to limit that. I believe in the past, you could go back as far as you wanted in a live stream. Now it seems they've limited it to 1 hour.
Yeah.
Which is, whatever. It's fine. But the instant cache is great. The quality settings are great. The ability to run on mobile is great. They just need to fix that chat. And I don't know how they're going to do it without completely revamping the comment system in general, which also, I mean, that should also be done if you ask me. But just a new chat with, if they just ripped the complete Twitch or Hitbox chat and just glued that to the side of the normal YouTube stream system, that's fine with me.
Yeah.
I mean, what else could they possibly be trying to develop after all this time if if it's not going to be on the chat end, there's nothing else they really need to do.
I don't know. Maybe like design. I mean, the background's just white. When you look at it on YouTube, they could put like a bit more like web design into it, but that's about it.
We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got. Let's see. What else can we cover?
Oh wait, Fred. Phil actually said something about the YouTube and Twitch competition thing on Twitter. I think yesterday he was getting pissed about Twitch. Did you guys see that?
No. Let us know. What did he say?
Oh, I'd have to find that actually. I thought you guys heard about it. No,
we might have heard about it and completely forgot about it.
Yeah.
If Mr. Text is here, he could send it to us. Let's see.
The chat will probably tell us what he said.
Yeah.
He was actually just complaining against every time you mention Twitch, he's got to bring up subs, and he was just basically bitching at Twitch for, you have to constantly beg for subs to make a living.
Oh, I think I remember that tweet. That was when he was talking about, it's like player 2 also has things to rely on other than subs and junk like that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, and then he went on like a tirade about that for like in 30 minutes. Yeah, he really doesn't like Twitch now, which is weird because all he had to do was put down his bitrate, but whatever.
Climax time.
Climax time.
But all right. So, for me, Phil, if he would have stayed on Twitch, he would have done way better. There's really nothing else to say as far as Phil and streaming. Is his obsession with this whole 9,000 bit rate was ridiculous. It was unreasonable, and his just outright, if he really, really wanted to, he could have streamed. Like, he's got his fucking 3K lemon, so I don't know if he would have been able to do that, but I know that I can do this. He could have streamed with XSplit and recorded with OBS.
Mm.
How about that? But nope.
I'm pretty sure it was suggested to him, but you know how he is. He never listens.
I mean,
never
he could
takes
have
people's suggestions.
He could have streamed at what, 5? I don't know what they asked of him, like 3,000, 5,000, anywhere in between there.
Yeah, I think so.
But
Something
he could have
like that.
streamed there, and he could have recorded, vice versa with OBS or XSplit in a higher quality. I mean, he was doing it. He wasn't gaming on his PC, so it's not going to take up that much. He's just asking his PC to stream and record, and I know for a fact that I've done that because we did Fibbage. And when we did Fibbage and Drawful, I had to stream through Skype so that everybody else could see the screen, and then I recorded it with I believe I streamed it through Skype with XSplit, and I recorded it with OBS, and it came out perfect. And I have... my PC is a couple notches below his in terms of he has the 780 Ti. I have the regular 780 that came out before. He has I think he has a 6-core processor and I have a 4. So his computer on paper is even better than mine. He should have been able to do it if I can do it, but ended up moving to YouTube anyway, and I think that's really sabotaged his ability to make money on Twitch, which so his whole point. But all right, let's see this. We just got linked to the chat. Let's see. Welcome player 2. Add me on Google Plus. Player 2 has way more tokens than you, though, and can make users profit without begging. Adapt to survive. What a jackass. He God, what a
That
jackass.
was ironic what he said too.
Yeah.
Adapt to survive.
Adapt to survive.
Oh shit.
Whoa.
And this is coming from the man who's constantly justifying his need to plug his Patreon.
Mm-hmm.
So
Unbelievable. He tweets nasty shit to fucking... He goes to, he did this with Mortal Kombat. I think he tweeted at NetherRealm or Ed Boon. He
Yeah.
just tweets it, like he tries to attach himself to these things, and I think personally he just wants to show up on their feeds. He wants to show up in their replies or some shit like that and piggyback, because he just says obnoxious jackassery things, and to what benefit? Like, oh, he really showed them. They're just gonna change their whole ways because this guy who has an entire community centered around telling people how much he sucks, to come out and say something to them. Like, whatever, man.
All it is
That-
basically his form of marketing. Because when people who don't know who Phil is think, oh, this guy's being an asshole to these developers I like, they think, oh, maybe I should check out his content, see if he's really as bad as, people are complaining him to be. So,
Oh, wow. So let's move on. We've got more fantastic content here. Talk about controllers. We already did a little bit, but I guess let's talk about what would be the perfect controller. Ladies and gentlemen, if you were to make a hodgepodge of controllers that we've seen, or maybe make one that has not yet been seen, what would you say as your perfect controller?
An Xbox controller with a PS3 D-pad and a lithium battery. There you go.
I think that already exists.
Does it really?
Yeah.
The Wii U gamepad.
The Razer controller lets you take out the sort of like disc-shaped D-pad and put in an actual like 4-button D-pad.
Oh, thank God.
So yeah, you could actually get a Razer controller right now, and it would be the exactly what you asked for.
Oh, sweet.
For me, as a PC gamer that likes to use controller, I personally think the Steam controller is going to be really good. I'm a little bit curious about the implementation of these like digital trackpads, but from what I've seen, they look good, and I think that it'll give you, Che, a more granular control experience.
All right, I think I have one.
Yes.
I think I would take the Xbox 360 controller, put the textures from the put the textures from the Xbox One joysticks onto that controller, make the start and select button slightly larger, and have like the back of it contoured for your fingers. So that's what I would do.
Sounds good. Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
I want to say something along the lines of that Razer. I can't never think of the name of the controller, but it's like the controller with the screen on it. So it'd be like the Wii U gamepad, except the controller and the screen would be like two separate entities but connected. So like the screen would be on top, so if you didn't even mess with the screen, like touch anything on the screen.
Wouldn't that end up being like big and clunky?
I wouldn't assume so. The screen on that thing was never very big in the first place, so you could still play games on it from like the frame, but you didn't have to have the separation between your hands that the Wii U gamepad does.
Gotcha. What are you watching, Pascal?
Parks and Recreation.
Why?
I'm paying attention. Don't worry.
Well, thank you. So our audience is treated to a nice bit of Parks and Recreation as well. I don't know. I think we covered this fairly well. Anybody else have anything on the controllers? Perfect controller. Ideal controller. Perfect. Let's wrap with one last topic, and then we'll get out of here for tonight. This one I think Che will be excited for if he's here. Snack talk. Everyone's favorite snacks for gaming, movies, including snacks and drinks. AJ, I know you're excited to talk about this. Your favorite snacks.
Fuck snacks, dude. Just give me water and that's it.
What a great plug for SoK Water. You know what? I agree.
Oh, man.
Perfect.
Nah, but in all seriousness, snack is like the last thing that comes into my mind when gaming.
All right.
Yeah.
How about a snack that occurs when you're snacking?
No, like nothing, dude. Like really.
I think this would be an interesting tidbit to give a little bit of discussion to. AJ, you've never eaten a strawberry.
That's true.
Oh, what the hell?
Or a blueberry.
Oh,
That's true.
Wow.
Blueberries are
You live in
mediocre.
the West. How do you know?
I never fucking ate a steak, dude.
I never ate a steak. What do you eat then? Just water and you just drink water and eat Domino's and that's it?
Water and nutrition paste.
Water and crap,
Water and
that's all you
gruel.
need.
Water and gruel. That's it. He just eats gruel.
I am kind of interested in trying out a steak to see how it fucking tastes.
Yeah, give that
yeah.
a shot.
That shit. I mean, I'll try one day.
All right, that's your charity challenge now. You got to eat a
Oh,
blue rare
God.
steak
Oh no.
with
Just
strawberries on
looking
it.
at that shit makes me sick.
Blue rare with strawberries.
Oh,
God.
no.
Drink it with a strawberry shake.
Steaks.
Have you ever had anything strawberry flavored like gum or soda or ice cream?
No.
What
hell
the
no.
fuck is wrong with you?
Fuck, man.
What?
I don't know, dude. I guess I'm just a picky eater.
All right, what are some other? All right, in the chat, give us some commonly eaten foods, and we'll see if AJ is eating them. That's how we'll close out the show. All right,
No.
all right. How about this? Dr. Pepper. Have you ever drank Dr.
Oh,
Pepper?
fuck Dr. Pepper. That shit's nasty.
Perfect.
Oh my god.
AJ eats nothing.
He just lives on air.
How are you still alive?
He absorbs the particles and nutrients in the air.
All right, how about spaghetti, AJ?
I haven't ate that in a long time.
Well, we're just asking if you ever ate it, not
Yeah,
if you
I did.
ate
Eats
it. Okay.
rations.
Bananas. How about bananas?
No.
Never ate a banana.
Banana.
Oh my god. He doesn't eat anything that was ever alive. All right, an apple.
Yes.
Okay, he's eating an apple.
Bananas are cheap and plentiful, and for 2 weeks you can get like $10 out of it.
Cheerios. How about Cheerios?
Yeah.
Okay, Pringles.
Yeah.
How about a birthday cake?
Yeah.
You're gonna think about it.
Like, wow, yeah, that
Ham
was
sandwiches.
12 years ago, yeah.
All right. I got one. Barbecue Lay's chips.
Barbecue. I'm pretty sure I did.
I've got a good one. What did you eat today?
No, nothing. Not yet.
Nothing. Perfect. That is what he eats every day. Nothing. He fucking
All I had is just water, and that's it.
AJ is able to survive through photosynthesis.
Yes, that glucose.
How about
ham sandwiches, please?
a ham sandwich?
Say yes.
Please say
Yeah.
yes. There
Good.
you
You
go.
see, he's a smart man.
Smart man to eat a ham sandwich.
Yes, you have to be smart.
Frosted Flakes, AJ.
Yes.
All right. How about any sort of seafood like salmon?
No.
Never seafood?
Nope.
All right.
I got one for you. Pretzels.
What is it?
Pretzels.
Yeah.
Good. Smart man.
Okay, hot dogs.
Yes.
How about grapes?
Yeah.
Hey, got any grapes?
What
Got
about a
any
ropa
grapes?
vieja?
Got any crack?
A
Tap
what?
water.
A ropa vieja. I know it's
Never
some
heard of
fucking
that.
Spanish dish.
What
I
the
heard of it.
Never heard of
before.
that.
You mean ropas sucios?
No, fuck that shit.
All right.
Okay, I got one. Tap water.
Are you? No.
Yeah, he just runs a garden hose from his sink all the way down to where he's chilling at.
That's how we Mexicans do it, man. Just get it from the hose.
Man, I got 64 bottles of water in my room right now, just waiting. And I don't drink tap water.
Because your room is your house.
Ooh.
Exactly. This is my fucking house.
How about gummy bears, AJ?
Oh God, no.
No gummy bears. Perfect.
Kit Kats.
Huh?
Kit Kats.
Kit Kats.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Here's the most important question. This will define our friendship or not. How do you eat Kit Kats? Do you break them apart and eat them each finger, or do you bite into the whole thing?
Break them.
Yeah, there's only one way to
Perfect.
eat. You gotta buy a certain.
No, I've seen motherfucks bite into the motherfuck.
Next time I get
I
Kit
will
Kat,
not
I'm
have
gonna
that.
Bite one, I'm gonna tweet it.
Yeah, you can go bite one, Blake. That's all you can do.
Okay, hold on.
You can bite one.
AJ,
What?
ever had Big League Chew?
What?
It's
Big
gum.
League.
It's gum with a baseball player on the front of the packaging.
It's the best fucking gum of all time.
Man, fuck that shit.
Come on, man. Ah.
That shit fucking runs out of flavor out of like 2-3 chews.
Yeah, if you're
Tastes like fucking rubber.
It is.
fuck best
fortune cookies.
Here's two. How about fish sticks? Have you ever had fish sticks?
Yeah, fish sticks.
Yes.
Yeah, I did.
You must be.
All right.
The
All right.
question is, do you like fish
He's a
sticks?
promiscuous fish.
Yes. He's Kanye West.
AJ,
Perfect.
do you like fish sticks?
Well, like what?
I'm looking for someone that does.
Do you like fish sticks?
You're looking for someone that likes fish sticks, Jay?
That shit is whatever.
All
How about
right.
Fanta and Doritos?
That's in the SoK starter kit. I don't know if you got yours in the mail yet.
You have to do it.
They're whatever.
Nope.
Matter of fact, Miles is going to be drinking a Doritos and Fanta smoothie. That's actually one thing that he's excited for. So.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he's going to put together Doritos and Fanta and blend it up.
Oh,
AJ,
God.
I want to put you to the test, AJ. You ever have mango and chili powder?
Hell no.
What the fuck, man? You are not living life.
Hell fucking
I guess Lester was right after all.
What? Oh, that I'm a fake Mexican?
Yep.
Fake Mexican.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty. Yeah, I actually never thought about it.
So there you go.
Oh, shit.
Oh, you know what? One last thing. You know, there is one more thing that we should cover, and I completely forgot about this. There's actually two things that we need to cover really quickly before we get out of here, and then we will. The first thing is Phil's comments about John Rambo on the forums. Now, this was quite the forum meltdown, if you ask me. Let me grab the actual... let me grab the quote. I will put it on screen for our dear listeners here, viewers, and I'll let you guys decide what you think about this. Oh wait, you know what? It wasn't. It was video. All right, so I'll sum up what he said then. He was asked. He did his impromptu Q&A during the pre-stream of Yakuza 4 last night. He was asked, "Do you maintain contact with any of your old friends in Connecticut?" He responds, "No, I don't talk to anyone. I'm basically isolated here, and that's about it." Then they ask, "Any update from Rambo?" And he gets very annoyed by this. You can tell he's just really fucking pissed off about this, and goes, "Nope, no updates from Rambo. I've tried talking to him. He refuses to message me back. I guess he's either busy or just doesn't give a shit. So I'm just moving on with my life. I don't care. I'm too busy for this." And people are talking about bad breakup and stuff like that, but it's really sad the way this has gone down because, Rambo was the one guy that sort of had his back and stuck up for him, and obviously was getting paid by him, and it just seems like just based on the fact that he moved, it just seems like their friendship completely deteriorated based on that, and I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Can't say I'm surprised.
I'm just saying, though. I mean...
No, I know.
Just based on the fact that he moved, it's not like Phil told him to go fuck himself or anything. He literally just moved. This is one of the situations where I'd say I don't think Phil really did anything wrong outside of... he put him on blast and read his text messages and stuff like that, but that was after the fact. That was after he moved and Rambo didn't want anything to do with him. So either there's something that Phil isn't telling us, maybe, but, they were going to do Smart Guys via Skype, and as you guys can see right now, Skype is pretty effective with connecting with not just two, but multiple people, and sometimes the audio quality is very good when everyone has their own mic instead of two people in one room with a lot of open space and, talking over each other and shit. I don't know, man.
Well, he's never going to get on Skype. He thinks people are going to freaking plan a fucking terroristic assault at him or something.
All right, fine. He can get on Google+, Google Hangouts.
Yeah, at worst he can get on TeamSpeak.
Yeah, TeamSpeak. He can get on the cell phone. He can go on speakerphones. Put that next to
Ventrilo.
Yeah.
Ventrilo, come on.
Ventrilo, perfect. But I don't know. Any thoughts on that? The John Rambo meltdown where he talks about, he doesn't talk to me. This is, don't ever bring him up. I mean, that's the vibe that he's kind of putting out is don't ever bring up Rambo ever again. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to be in a position to talk shit about the guy or anything anymore. Just leave me alone with Rambo. We're done. We're not friends anymore.
That's, damn.
I know. It just shows their friendship was basically based on, most likely money. That was basically because as soon as he left, Raul said, "Okay, fuck you." Never talked to. He didn't respond to his text. He responded to how many? One conversation. Yeah. That was it.
Dropped him like a 10-cent hoe. Actually, I wonder if they exist.
10-cent hoes.
Another country,
probably in another
maybe.
country.
Did you say You know a 10-cent hoe is not going to be That is going to be the bottom of the barrel, Che.
I'm just joking.
Uh-huh.
The finest for cherry.
Hashtag 10 cent. It's the finest. What, the finest 10 cent hose?
Hey.
The finest
the
10
day.
penny hose.
Back in the day.
Back in the day. 10 cent hose.
Yes.
Wow. Back in the day, women were selling their sexual activities for a house, a family, and a car. So, I don't know about that.
Well, good luck with that, because it ain't happening.
I'm just saying, back
Good
in
job.
the 50s, you had to put a lot more work in the 50s. Yep. Women were much more classy, and they wanted families out of this.
Put a ring on
steady,
it,
a steady home.
Yeah. Good luck with that. You better work for it.
All right. So, anyways, the second thing I wanted to cover was something that is very controversial. Obviously, Mr. Phillips' Patreon has been a source of contention, and one of the things that really struck me is his recent Yakuza 4 playthrough. Now, originally, at the start of every playthrough that is Patreon funded, he goes on this, he gets on his high horse and says, well, I don't really care about the views. Since this is Patreon funded, I don't care how many, I'm not going to be looking at the views because this is Patreon funded. So, this is for the fans. This is for the people that paid me, blah, 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 blah. So, he went on and he says on the forums, let me grab the exact quote for you guys. Here we go. Then he talks about that there's SOK. You're banned if you're SOK, by the way. It's a quick update. Yeah, if you're SOK or say you're SOK, instantly banned forever from the forum. But anyways, he says, can I get everyone's honest feedback on the game so far? Honestly, not sure what happened here. Game started out decently when it came to streams and viewership, but it looks like the last 2 sessions completely tanked, as in barely over 500 views on a lot of the videos, and that would basically make it one of, if not the worst playthroughs I've ever done. For a great game that I'm enjoying, not that I'm quitting or anything, but wondering what the fuck happened. Last 2 streams were the best so far, with lots of plot development, new action, and an entirely new character starting up. I don't get it. Here is the key here. If things don't pick up, more than likely Yakuza 4 will end up being a game I only play 1 to 2 times a week, while I balance it out with other things people have been asking for, like Metroid Prime, Assassin's Creed Rogue, or something else during summer downtime, because I simply can't play it along with another long, ongoing game like Witcher 3 and keep things afloat. I need something, in all caps, to at least drive some viewership, like 8 dots. Surprisingly enough, it's been the Lego Jurassic World co-op that got the best results this week. So, ladies and gentlemen, it does matter if you're Patreon funding the views. If you give him, what was it, $1,000?
Something like that.
$1,000 for him to play Yakuza 4. But if it does not get the views, he will downgrade that to just a fucking part-time game. That, ladies and gentlemen, is ridiculous.
Well, he was asking what the fuck happened, and the only thing that I can think of is that they criticized him for doing the stupid voice acting, which people found that shit to be annoying.
Yeah,
I mean, that's my only guess.
He really shouldn't be talking over cutscenes. It's annoying when you're hearing like 4 voices going on at the same time.
He's all of them. Yeah, he's all of them. It's just him reading the subtitles is terrible. But like I said, I mean, the big problem here is that people paid for this playthrough, and he's saying that because it's not getting enough income on the other side of the coin, he's going to downgrade this and start playing it less so that he can focus on making more money. I mean, this is just Phil's existence right now is money, money, money. I need money. Give me money. I need money now. Mm-hmm. And no other YouTuber is just he is coming to you hat in hand. I've been using that expression a lot lately, but he's coming hat in hand asking for you to give him more money so that he can fund this frivolous lifestyle. He went above his means, and to be honest, I think a lot of these things with the Patreon are against terms of service, like Tommy says in the chat. But at the very least, it's very unethical, and I think that if you're going to pay for and this is the best part. This is my favorite part of this whole Yakuza debacle. No one asked for Yakuza 4. There was a very, very vocal minority, maybe 2 or 3 people that asked him to play Yakuza 4. So what does he do? He says, well, I've got my Patreon, and I just genuinely want to play it so I can hype up Yakuza 5 even more. What I'm going to do is I'm going to slip it in after it was funded. He already had, he stays at a steady like 1,200. He slipped in a $1,000 goal even after it was funded. Didn't tell anyone he was going to do it. And basically made it so that he was going to use that $1,000 to play something that he wanted to play and not what his patrons wanted him to play.
Yeah.
Wait, so this was based on his decision and not like based on a poll?
No, it was based completely on his decision because he, quote, wanted to do it and because, quote, a lot of people were asking him to play it. But as you can see with the views, a lot of people don't want him to play it.
Wow.
This is also a game he's had for basically over 2 years that he's never gotten to.
Right. And like I said, because his Patreon doesn't go up and down, it basically stays at a steady 1,200. He slipped this in as the $1,000 goal while it was already funded.
Wow, that's really shady.
Yeah, no one wanted it.
The whole point of this was just so that he get like people used to Yakuza, so when Yakuza 5 comes out, he can hop right on that train.
Yeah, he wanted to get used to Yakuza, and he wanted to do it while getting paid for it instead of doing it on his off time like a normal person would.
Yep.
Jeez. Oh,
So-
that is so just awful.
Yeah.
It's pretty. I don't want to say scummy, but it's really it's screwing over the people that are actually paying money to his Patreon. I don't know why, but it's screwing those people over. His few fans that he has left.
That to raise $1,000 a month, you should be able to have some sort of say in what he's going to play. And he just played something that he felt like, and I don't want to use the expression double dipping all that much, but he definitely double dipped on this one. So, that's terrible. I just think that you can't bait and switch your people and then underproduce. Like, this whole thing was terrible. Everything about it was terrible. So, anyways, he then moves on to say in another post later on that day, somebody asks, hold on a second, there we go. Let me ask you guys something. If Phil is enjoying this game so much, why is he considering lowering the frequency of which he plays it? Why would he deliberately cut down on something that he is enjoying? Even more so considering it was the Patrons who enabled Phil to experience this game firsthand. Here is his response. Prepare for a TLDR. I will try my best to summarize it. But anyways, because I operate a business and it's my primary source of income. You may not realize this, but a business cannot operate on $1,200 per month that I get from patrons. It has to be a combination of factors, including consistent, that he put in italics, consistent views. I can afford to play a game that isn't a ratings hit like Persona, Dragon Age Inquisition, as long as I have other content to balance those low performers out. Right now, Yakuza 4 isn't even bringing in 1K views per video consistently, which constitutes a flop when it comes to performance. This doesn't mean I dislike the game at all. What it means is I can't play this game nonstop. Last week, I played it 4 times in place of other games like Witcher 3, which have been running longer and is actually getting more consistent views overall. And Witcher 3 is far from a hit, as I've lost 95% of consistent viewership over the past month. In a perfect world, i.e. if I were rich and this weren't paying the bills, I could constantly, in all caps, play whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted, and I couldn't give a care how much people were watching. That's not reality at all. And even though I'm extremely appreciative of the Patreon support that I get, in all bold, you are ignorant and kidding yourself if you think that bringing in $1,200 a month consistently there allows me to just do whatever the hell I want. Yakuza 4 is definitely going to continue. I've waited 3 damn years to play it, and I'm loving it. But the frequency that I play the game is going to decrease so that I can keep trying. Oh, wow. So that I can try to keep the business afloat. That's just simple economics, finance, facts, all caps, versus whatever silly spin you want to try to put on it. Stop putting words into people's mouths and taking nonsense to further your own agenda. Thanks.
What a jackass. but we did like touch on this whole subject last night about like people going full time on YouTube. It's like YouTube is not meant to be full time, especially if you're just let's playing games and not putting really any creativity into it. Unless you're really good at let's playing, you're not doing much. Let's be honest here. If you're gonna do a business from like an unstable website where there's a lot of variables and views and junk like that, you need to be prepared for that, and you need to have a second form of income, because this is not permanent. This is not, you're not going to get the same amount of money every month. You need something with a regular cash flow, and you have to work around that. And that is how you run a business. You can't do it by just saying, well, I'm just going to play 2 games instead of 1 game. No, that's not how it works, because it's still going to fluctuate no matter what. You need a regular form of income if you're going to do YouTube. YouTube is meant to be a hobby. It's not meant to pay your bills.
And here's some advice. Be as frugal as you can, especially if you're bringing in decent money. Save up all the fucking time, and don't move halfway around the world and move into a goddamn house if you don't have the funds for it.
Nah, man, you got to get the $50 pizzas. You got to go on a staycation. You got to go to IKEA. You got to get Pandali, all this stuff. And not to mention, Pandali's business is a complete money pit at this point. She's made approximately $600 in 4 months. That is $125 a month.
Bad.
That's terrible.
Or sorry, $150 a month.
And I thought my paycheck at Walmart was terrible.
$150 a month is what she's bringing in from that soap. And do you know how much money went into the materials in which to make that soap?
Like $2,000.
They're probably like propping up wobbly tables with the bar soap and shit at this point that they've got so fucking much. They've got soap sitting around the house, and she's over there, you know, talking about, oh yeah, just buy my soap, buy me stuff. Oh. Give me all this stuff. Give me earrings. Give me dresses. Give me all this stuff. I mean, this
not to mention, my bad. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I feel like the entire balance of the Patreon money just goes to her in a monthly allowance.
Oh, god damn. Well, I was about to say, not to mention, remember last Christmas or Christmas before that when she was supposed to start up her business, he bought her like so much shit and then she didn't do anything with it.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I saw somebody made a video about it, talking about all the money she raked in from that. But yeah, man, I like I said, I personally, I would not be surprised if somebody said she's made minus 500. Yeah, I don't think she's ever going to make a profit. I think that this is just her excuse not to ever get a job. She's got this little hobby that she's doing. She's going to try to sell some on the side. And if Phil says anything to her, she's going to say, well, I'm just trying to grow my business. Your business didn't take off right away, and look how you're doing. I need to grow this business, Phil, and it's going to be a big fucking fight. And that she's never going to work officially. She's never going to get a job. She's going to do this stupid soap, and that's going to be the extent of her work experience. So,
you guys remember that she joked about having a Patreon or starting a Patreon?
Yeah, I sincerely hope that doesn't happen.
Well, guys, she can't drive. She can't work. She got scoliosis.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that?
She's got laziosis. She's got lazy asses. How about that?
I remember that. Go ahead.
You know what I think Phil should have done? See, YouTube it's not, if you manage to make enough money to get by on YouTube, it's not going to last long. It's like the music industry or the film industry. You can literally just, like, be broke the next day or have no fans the next day and just be out of the industry. If you manage to make any money off from YouTube, most people nowadays realize this, and they actually use YouTube as a stepping stone to get into other industries like music or film, like I just said, or other, let's say, more stable, because I would say YouTube is like the least stable in the entertainment industry. It's literally the least stable thing you can do as a career or job. That's why most people use it as a stepping stone. I think he should have just saved up every penny he should have got from YouTube and gone into something else.
He should really kept his job as, like, what was he, working with helicopters? He really should have kept that job.
He was working a desk job. You can go get a desk job.
Mm-hmm. Especially with a college education.
Paper pusher is paper pusher, man. It doesn't matter. Oh, I'm doing documents about helicopters. You can transfer that anywhere. He's trying to say, like, there's nothing in my sector. What, sitting at a desk and pushing papers about a helicopter? I'm gonna look right now. I'm gonna look up helicopters in Seattle.
Well, the thing is, he could use that experience to get like an office job somewhere else. It doesn't have to be specifically helicopter related.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying. Hold
Yeah.
on. Here, Helicopters Northwest, Classic Helicopter Corp, Seattle Heli Tours, Atomic Helicopters, Whirlwind Helicopters, Everett Helicopters, Helicopters Northwest, Classic Helicopter Corp, Seattle Heli Tours, Atomic Helicopters. There's so many fucking places.
Well,
Fuck
Phil's
out of
not
here,
even-
man.
Phil's not even going to get a job at this point because any employer he goes to, they're going to see this giant gap and he'd be like, oh, I was on YouTube. Then they're going to go to YouTube and they're going to find all these videos.
Yep.
Technically, it'll read off that he was employed by Machinima, but that doesn't like detail generally.
But
But I see what you're saying. Yeah.
yeah.
A lot of people are gonna look up what Machinima is. They're gonna look up what Machinima does. They're gonna contact Machinima, and they're gonna get all this shit anyway.
Or they're just gonna Google his name, Phil Burnell, and then they're gonna see all the fucking videos. Like,
Yeah, definitely. So, but anyways, all right. So let's start to wind down. We've got a number of topics left over that we will get to next week. So thank you very much to everyone who submitted topics. We'll keep those. We'll put those in the... Well, you know what? We'll just do a separate Google Doc. That way people will just feel like they're not putting too many topics. We can never have too many topics. We'll keep the old one, or this current one. We'll keep that for next week. Let's see here. Is there anything else that we need to cover?
Oh, he's you guys hear he's going to a wedding like in November.
Yes. This is, and the wedding, I think, is going to be around the launch of Fallout 4.
Yeah,
so he's going to be mad about it.
Yep.
No, he actually wants to play the shit out of that game before he leaves. This is what he said. He wants to pump as many videos as possible.
I was joking around. I was gonna say he's gonna bring the PS4 with him to the church to play with it while the ceremony's going on.
Oh God!
He's gonna bring.
He's
He's
gonna
gonna get
grind on
one of
his
those.
Vita.
He's gonna get. No, he can't do the Vita, but he's gonna get one of those. You ever seen those Vanguard little things? It's like a briefcase. You put your console. It has a screen in the top. You open it up. It's like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna bring one of those with him. Hey Phil, welcome to Shut Up Playing. You're getting into my commentary. He's gonna like do his commentary on his phone and shit. Come on.
There's
But,
oh, I'm sorry.
Priest
Fred.
doing his spiel. Say so now. Oh, come on!
Come on, dude. What the fuck? There's nothing I can do. They're gonna kick him out. This guy just.
And he's gonna say the exact same thing that got him kicked out.
Yeah, most likely he's gonna probably film the wedding, split it up into like 30 parts.
Do you need me to run your fucking wedding for you?
Perfect. So with that, let's close out the 35th episode of the Sons of Kojima podcast. First of all, let's hear from our two distinguished guests, our full-time call-in guests for tonight. Something a little bit different than we wanted to do. Our guest hosters, I guess you could say. Miss Alice, first of all, Dr. Alice, tell us a little bit about where we could find you and what have you been up to lately?
You can find me at 7 in Context Twitter or Twitter machine. And I've been streaming once in a while, been doing really not much, just mixing audio and shit. But yeah, thank you for having me on your podcast. I appreciate that.
It's a pleasure as
Awesome.
always. Mr. Dr. Fizz, one of the MVPs of this SOK charity water, one of our favorite people in the whole wide world. Mr. Fizz, where can we find you and what have you been up to?
You can find me just basically Dr. Fizz. Anything, I use the same username for pretty much everything. I haven't really been up to much recently though, so.
Are you going to be getting that hot dog pizza to do a DSP Tries It?
Yes, I will be getting that tonight.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
I'm actually going to order that shit too as well.
I'm going to get
actually.
one tomorrow while I'm watching the Ken Shamrock Kimbo Slice fight on Bellator. Yeah, I'm going to have to settle for some lasagna tonight. But I'm going to get one tomorrow, so let me know. Now, quick question. Are you going to get the traditional crust or the pretzel crust?
Traditional.
Ah, shit. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. You already said I don't like
I'm getting the pretzel
like the whole pretzel crust thing.
Well, we look forward to that. Let us know when you. We'll probably catch you when you put it out, and that'll be bouncing around off the Twitter machine. Mr. Blake, who luckily didn't didn't insult our viewers and our illustrious guests tonight. Mr. Blake, thank you for containing yourself tonight. Where can we find you, and what have you been up to?
You can find him serving me fries.
Nah, bitch. I'm not gonna give up my Twitter anymore because I don't want people following me. I don't want to subject people to that. But I don't know. If you want, you can follow me at call gay Pete. It's all one word. So yeah, it's an inside joke that none of you will get ever.
Again, you fuck.
Again, yep.
I thought you was Sad Boy Pepe.
Not anymore. I changed. New year, new me.
Perfect.
What?
All right. So there you go. Do not go to his Twitter for the love of God, don't go to his fucking Twitter.
I beg.
Like I said,
I implore you not to go. I implore you.
He's gonna send a fucking song called "Shake That Boy Pussy." Please
don't
fucking
go there.
follow him.
Go there at your own risk.
Shake that rat pussy. Come on, man.
I'd just like to say
fucking
that
jackass.
At no point does Mr. Blake's Twitter feed reflect the views or values of the Sons of Kojima or the Sons of Kojima affiliates. We would just like to say that those opinions expressed henceforth are that of his own and not indicative of ours. Thank you. Mr. Pascal, where can we find you and what have you been up to?
Well, as of every week, you could probably find me somewhere in the depths of hell.
He
or
wishes.
you can just find
Just
me
like I like it.
Or you can just find me on icanhavescheeseburger.com, everyone's favorite site. And you can find me on Twitter at SBGPask. Find me on YouTube at Pask4L. And you can find me on the video game known as Trad Wars as Pascal.
Perfecto. There we go. Perfect. The Nomadic Nomad. Where can we find you? Probably in some nomadic region. And what have you been up to? Probably being a nomad.
YouTube is Nomad510, and you can also find me in the Mojave Wasteland, slaughtering Deathclaws and the NCR.
Good man.
Beautiful. All hail Kaiser. Mr. Cheesy Che, where could we find you other than at the store murdering pistachios and other people that may be in the vicinity of pistachios? And what have you been up to other than killing pistachios and people in the vicinity of said pistachios?
Well, I like to do a plethora of things. I like sleeping under
plethora?
freeways. I like freaking jumping over fences.
It's
I
plethora?
like a plethora.
Mm-hmm. Not plethora.
Who gives a fuck?
Me.
Who cares?
Me.
This is not a fucking test.
No, it's a live broadcast.
It's a placenta of words.
It's a live broadcast where you use your language to communicate and convey your feelings and thoughts and feelings to the world.
Feelings? Oh my gosh, you piece of shit.
Well, you conveyed your feelings on pistachios, so
I did not.
All right.
Cold is not a feeling.
Yeah, well,
it's the anti-feeling.
10-cent prostitutes are a feeling, right?
No, because you don't love them.
You know.
Just do what you got to do when you bounce. You don't love them. Who told you that?
Oh, man. All right.
Anyways.
Let's get through this outro.
When a man loves
Anyways. you can find me on Twitter at RetrospectivePC, and you can find all my links on there. Check it out if you want. And, yeah.
And be on the lookout. Chase Bordello with the fantastic hospital theme is coming to you soon. I will be co-funding the Bordello. We're going to make some money out of this. And, there you go. Mr. Miles, the magnificent Miles, where can we find you and where have you been up to? Perfect. The evilest of AJs, other than avoiding fruits like the plague, what have you been up to and where can we find you?
You can find me at Twitter at LabelAJ2010, and I'm currently working on the playthrough on Peace Walker, which is going to be kind of different because it's actually going to involve with co-op with my top 3 MSF players, which is going to be pretty cool.
Fantastic. And finally, the Moontastic Moonman. Where can we find you and what in the world have you been up to? Perfect. So that does it for us, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Frederick Fuchs. You can find me at TIHYDP, the acronym for This Is How You Devour Pistachios. You can also find me on YouTube, users / It's Fred Fuchs, or you can type in Fred Fuchs into your search, and you can find a nice little Scarface icon, which apparently, according to people, I actually think that I'm that person, which is fantastic. But anyways, thank you guys very much for tuning in. Thank you very much to the fantastic Nina Nirema for giving us some time, for letting us know a little bit more about the cause that we've all come together on, a little bit more about the actual implementation that is going to be carried out of this funds that we've been able to raise. She let us know that the money is most likely going to go towards Ethiopia, or what was the other one? I forgot. We'll update you guys on that, but it's awesome to know that we'll get an update very quickly. It's awesome to know that Charity Water is proud of us and that they have a special regard for us in their hearts and minds. So thank you again, Miss Nirema. That was fantastic, and we really appreciated that. Thank you guys all so much for helping us with this charity initiative. We honestly couldn't do it without you guys. I feel as though I'm a broken record at this point, but I cannot state enough how much we appreciate your guys' effort. We appreciate your guys' contributions. Everything that you guys have done for the charity means so much to us, and it's obviously going to mean so much, as you guys learned, to the people that are actually going to receive this aid. These are people's lives. These aren't just numbers. These are actual lives that are going to be changed, and in many cases saved in general, because they'll have access to clean water because of this. So thank you guys so much. More charity challenges coming. We will keep you guys up to date on that. We will see you guys next time. We love you. Go fuck yourselves.
Yeah,
suck a dick.
pieces of shit.